2 already this morning, and just flying by like this week. It's Wednesday, right?
I think so.
Hump day.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Hopefully we'll have a dry hump day.
It's not real. Oh.
What's good, chat? I'm going to bring in my partner here, my bro, the Gooch.
What's up? What's up, sir?
Welcome. What's Good Wednesday? We are talking about sequels, the good, the bad, the ugly, that should never have been made, and the thank God they weren't made, and the ones that are better than the originals. And to show that, like, Gooch, his channel's been under attack, you guys, for like a week straight. And I think it's because people are calling us bigots and that we don't care about our fellow man and we don't contribute much. And so I thought we'd start the show today in a special way with a special man. And we're going to share with you our virtuous activities from the last week, something special we've done to improve the world. And I'll go first because mine is probably the most special. And I was in Las Vegas, as you know, or may not know, but I was. And I was walking into the elevator in the hotel, and there's a woman I could hear in the distance saying, "Boy, hold the elevator," like something like that. That's the best black I can do. And so I looked back, and it's a middle-aged black woman holding her shoes, and she's running for the elevator. And so I step in and don't do anything. And everyone else in the elevator also does nothing. And so, you guys, I stepped up. I put my arm in the way of the elevator closing, and I saved the elevator for her. And in doing so, she said, "Thank you." And in that way, I think I may have fixed your racism problem in the South. You're welcome.
Very well done. Very well done. Very well done.
You're not crying though, Gooch. I thought maybe some tears for that one. No,
Gooch doesn't cry, especially for holding the door, elevator door. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, that's quite the story.
Thanks,
Yeah, I'm proud of you. You're growing up. You're maturing. I'm proud of you.
I didn't ask for money or anything.
Well, that was your first mistake, but I mean,
she probably didn't have any.
You got to learn to grift a little bit better.
Well, I must do better. Gooch, what wonderful thing did you do this week to save the world?
I manscaped because it's in the name.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't beat up a lot of kids. I like they were being assholes. So there was that. Even though I wanted to.
Not doing something counts as virtuous.
I didn't hit the old woman crossing the road with my Jeep. I stopped.
Okay.
I didn't hit that squirrel that was running across the road. That's probably about it. Everything else is, Gucci.
Okay. Well, you can do better. We'll work on that for next time.
Can I?
I hope so.
Probably not.
Speaking of Vegas, Nadia.
I am unburdened by what has come. Sorry, that's my best cackle.
Did you know that the Ugandan giant Kamala once body slammed Andre the Giant? True story. And now he's going to be your president. So that'll be great.
Not my president.
Oh, okay.
Not my VP. Too based for it. Abolish the government.
Nadia
anyway.
2024 sketch knows.
Believe me, if I ran for any type of office, I would not win because they would dig up so much stuff about me.
Maybe, but you're brown, sort of.
Well, I'm definitely more brown than Kamala. That's for sure. Or Camille. Kamal.
It's Kamala.
Kamala.
She
Hello,
says,
everybody.
Hello, Nadia.
You got to say it with attitude, Nadia.
Yeah.
Kamala.
Like you mean it.
Kamala.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we got Lord and Lady B. Lady B's on the phone. We got the Lord here.
Yep. So the thing that I did today that I was really proud of myself for was I stayed on with tech support for more than 5 minutes, even though I heard over the phone that it was an Indian guy.
Wow.
So, normally, hello, this is Michael. It's like, no, it's not. Hang up. All right. We're gonna
Go
try and use the
full with that impression. I heard a little
Do
bit
it.
of it. Yeah,
do it.
the full thing will
Oh,
go for
man.
it.
Hello, this is Michael. How may I help you today? Yeah, but as soon as I hear that, I'm out. I'm gonna go through the web-based fucking talk to the AI chat.
Yeah.
I gave the guy a shot, and I can honestly say that it was a complete waste of time, and I should have gone with the chat. But I gave him the shot, and it's the thought that counts.
That's right. That's all. And that may have may have saved his job. At least he didn't ask you for gift cards.
He did not ask me for gift cards. He
Good.
did ask me to fill out a survey, though.
Josh.
I don't know why he did that.
Oh, did you fill it out?
I did not. So that was actually my second
That's two.
second good thing that I did today.
That yes. Well, that's a good start. Our last but not least, back again, Matt from Foulball Productions. What's up, Matt?
Hello. How's it going?
Matt lives in California, so he knows all about this stuff.
I do.
Oh,
Yes. In addition to living in California, I grew up in New Jersey, and I grew up a Mets fan. And New Jersey borders Pennsylvania, and there's a city called Philadelphia. Kind of a shithole, but that's just my opinion. That's just one streamer's opinion. But today the Mets beat the Philadelphia Phillies to make it to the NLCS, and I was at
Nice.
a bar watching that. And when they won, I didn't tap dance in front of the Philadelphia fans and insult their city and their lives and their entire existence. So I want all points.
Too much of a goody two shoes, Matt. Too much.
yeah,
Good
that's not a
person,
true
what can I
fan.
say?
That's
Yeah.
fan.
You throw things at people,
Yes.
make them feel
Well-
even worse at their lowest.
I wanted to make the world a better place today, so.
And
Yeah,
I think you
about my
did.
Having known
There's
some Philly,
sewer.
having known some Philly fans, I imagine self-preservation might have been somewhat
Exactly.
motivated.
He's probably got a shiv.
It's probably high on the list, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nadia, I don't think you gave us yours, did you? You dodged the question like a spry Palestinian would.
I'm Middle Eastern. I didn't blow anything up today.
Done.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't blow up
Oh,
today.
wow. Going there. Okay.
I know I look pale as white paper, but I am Jordanian and Palestinian. So, I can say
Did you do anything for October 7th though?
Right? Good question.
no. I'm American first.
There you
Got
go.
it all out September 11th.
Yeah, that's the holiday. No, I'm kidding.
You got
That's
it.
the Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas.
Oh,
It's the big one.
All
please
right.
don't cancel me.
You can't be canceled. I'll be canceled way before you are. Except for I might
better,
get
Jana.
yes. Jana. Feel better. Hope you feel better. Copa is also not here, and he has no excuse. But Mr. Jana, thank you for that. I'm going to play a clip, even though you're not here, and it's going to be for AJ.
Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender, and
Yes,
you're
I
a
am.
gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual.
Should I call you Mister?
That checks with AJ. That
You
checks.
got it. You got it.
Where is AJ? He's like in hiding.
I don't know. There was no
Nadia?
AJ show last night either.
Don't look at me. I didn't do
Nadia?
anything. I didn't do anything.
Well, you're talking about bombing, so where's AJ?
Listen, he's too dark for me to target. Okay, I would
Fair.
probably go on the lighter side. So.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Cajun, yeah, Top Gun Maverick is a great sequel, and I would argue it's better than the original.
I haven't seen either of them.
Oh my god.
So
A
I
lot
cannot-
less homoerotic
Oh my
undertones,
God.
that's for sure.
I'm shocked.
This is going to be a very interesting stream of I have not seen this, nor this, nor this. So we'll
Right.
see.
Okay, we'll make it fun anyway.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yes, Cajun, you're correct about that one. We'll give you Demi.
Your favorite dish? My favorite dish? I like mugs because they're very comfortable in your hand and they hold the hot things that you don't have to touch.
Gourd.
So smart.
I just heard that on Saturday, and that is still hilarious.
I
Like the way
actually-
she confidently says mugs.
So are we?
I know this
sure-
one. I got this one ready. Don't even talk to me about mugs like all day.
Are we sure that wasn't an incredible miscongeniality reference?
Yes, but maybe
Is that did that happen in that movie?
I've seen that movie.
They ask one of the pageants, "What's please describe your best date?" And she says April 25th because it's not too cold and not too hot.
If that's like a 4D chess thing, then my hats off to Demi. But I doubt it.
I don't think she's played 2D chess.
No.
What's up? IJP is here. Dempsey, good to see you, Dempsey. Goober's here. The Big Ship. What's up, Big Ship? Sketch. Good to see you always. Good to have you on the show too. Yeah. I'm always on time, chat. Calm down. That's right. Thank you, IJP. We are on Mexican time up here. So Nadia's saying hi to everybody. Appreciate that. Low Spec's here. What's up, Low Spec?
Yo.
Fellow Matt fan.
What up?
Cooper. You guys should subscribe to Matt. He's here and he has a great channel and he has tons of great back episodes that he's now hiding because they're too funny and he doesn't want people to know about them. I may have clipped them in the past and put them on this.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Am I one of your collection of freaks, Zach?
No, but Ruben is.
Everybody is.
Ruben is. Ruben actually.
God bless him.
The one where he found the one where he fell asleep on your show.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Oh, we should introduce Ruben to Sammy.
Oh, they would be best friends.
Sleep stream. There we go.
And in case you guys are wondering, this is Ruben.
And then after it was over, went to bed. And had the little issues, like I said, with my penis. It wouldn't stop growing. Keep growing, keep growing, keep doing it, keep going.
That's how I get when I get have too much melatonin. That's how I get.
Who was that? What is this newest abomination?
That was Ruben. Ruben, Lady B, you are like sort of you teleported in. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I did. Teleported in.
Oh.
Mom called me. It was her birthday, and she I sent her some stuff in the mail, and after she has like congestive heart failure, and she's still getting over the stroke, so she was she wanted to tell me thanks, but she was really tired and kind of having a moment, but she's doing good. She says hi to everyone and hopes everyone's doing well.
Okay, well, say hi to Mama for us, and that's your good deed for the week. You talked to your mom. So,
I love my mom. She's awesome.
You're good. Your mom does seem awesome. She was it when you went to see her? The movie. What was it?
Oh, we saw Sisu together, and she was like, "Oh my god, this movie is so good!" Like, that was hilarious. And somebody tried to like rob us in the theater too, and it was like, imagine doing that and thinking you're gonna get away with it while we're watching this movie, and we're all like pumped on like testosterone and stuff. It's funny.
What did you think of Sisu, Nadia? Here we go. We're going. Jay, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming by, Scooby from HypnoStream. Appreciate that. Chris, that must be how Jesus felt, probably. I assume things about Jesus and how he felt. It's fine.
Chris.
That is possibly related to Nadia. It's possibly your Chris. Possibly your Chris.
Fine. That's fine.
Oh, dude. IJP a few weeks ago, I had to call my bank and go transfer to the fraud department, and it was an Indian chick. I may or may not have given her gift cards just out of habit.
Chris, if you're listening, I would like some more wine. If you're still, around.
Wine is good. What do you drink? What kind of wine?
Some red blend from 13 Crimes that had Bride of Frankenstein on the
that's
cover,
cool.
So
Sweet.
It's pretty good.
Yummy.
Holy
I like that, like 19 Crime stuff. It's good.
Speaking of 13 Crimes, did everybody see Snoop on Rogan today?
No.
What? Was it good?
No, it was really bad.
Yeah.
His liquor's not that great, by the way. It's
in my opinion, the worst of the 13 Crimes brand. Which is
Yes.
the correlation. I didn't just completely pull that out of my ass. There was a link there.
His gin tastes like potpourri has been melted into like a simple syrup.
Oof.
Ew.
I didn't even know he had a gin.
Yeah, don't.
Well, gin and juice, right? He has
Listen,
to.
don't trust me on a
Right,
lot of
of
things,
course,
but at
yeah.
least trust me on this one. Don't try it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm automatically skeptical of celebrity spirits, so no worries there.
The only one that was good was Sammy Hagar's.
I
Cabo
thought
Wabo.
Ryan Reynolds' Aviator wasn't too bad.
Yes,
until they
Aviator.
Oh, I've never tried that.
Yep.
It's a good gin.
It's Canadian,
Actually,
so you guys like it, of course.
McConaughey's tequila is actually pretty good. Pantalones. It's actually pretty tasty.
It's so lonely.
Yeah.
We had a fun show with Josh yesterday on his channel
happy birthday,
for his birthday.
Josh. Woo!
Happy birthday!
No hangover? I'm surprised.
He had a meeting in the morning. He was being a big baby about it. So, but happy birthday, Josh. We love you. Gord King, thank you for, here we go, $2. What bombed harder, Nadia or Joker 2? Oh, good question.
I'm subbing to everything, Gord. Your gaming channel, your meme channel, everything.
Is there backstory to this?
Casual racism is the backstory.
Yeah. Okay.
It's casual, very casual. Here you go, Gord. Tito.
I train 6 days a week. 5 days a week. I'll train 3 days a week. One of those days I will train 2 days of the week. So 6 days a week I'll be training.
Oh, he's been hitting
simple math.
Simple math. Yeah, add it up, people.
Yeah, it's the algorithm. It screws them up every time.
What's up, Bodega? Good crowd here tonight. So obviously the Joker bomb has happened, and so I thought we'll talk about sequels tonight. Talk about good, bad, ugly, and this one is
why I'm here then.
Looking ugly.
Well, it's just when you have Citizen Kane Part 2 follow due, and then the Joker tries to copy it. It's really bad. Nadia, don't look it up. I'm kidding. Don't look it up.
Do not look up Citizen Kane Part
Kane 2.
What? I'm looking this up. I'm doing it now.
Unironically,
I saw the look in her eyes like Citizen Kane Part 2 follow due.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay. Unironically, how far out are we from Citizen Kane 2? Like 18 months? Like, is there a single recognizable property that hasn't had a sequel yet?
Who would you cast in that? Would that be Jack Black?
Oh my god.
It's clearly Lizzo.
Well, she can.
Rachel Ziegler is always the answer.
And playing the role of the sled, it'll be Kevin Hart.
Rosebud.
Rosebud.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking movie.
I will say,
it's good.
With Joker, the first one was okay. On my second watch of it, I don't think it holds up very much.
Yeah.
On a second watch of it. I think we've been fed so much shit in the last 10, 15 years that when something comes out that's, it's okay. We praise it so much. I have no desire to see the sequel, but I am seeing Terrifier 3 tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes.
Terrifier 3 is about to beat Joker at the box office.
That's a big...
That's awesome.
You know what? Congratulations to them, because Terrifier 1 was basically made on nothing. Terrifier 2 as well, and the fact that the third one, again, made on, I think, $1 million or something, to beat a big production by Warner Brothers like Joker 2, kudos to them, man. Good for them. Independent.
Warner Brothers is kind of like
they're in
the
debt.
now.
Oof.
Yeah, look at this. Terrifier 3 has a potential to pull off an upside, but is Terrifier like, it's mostly like a gore horror? It's not so much like, what kind of horror is I haven't seen it. Gore porn?
Gore porn.
Yeah.
Gore porn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I'm not going to see this. Anyone on the panel seen this movie?
Nah.
Terrifier?
No. Joker 2. But yes, also Terrifier.
Nope.
I wouldn't go near that with a...
Terrifier 3 is not out till Thursday, but there's double features tomorrow. That's what I'm going to go see, 2 and 3 together.
Oh, that's cool.
By myself. Nobody will go with me.
Chris?
No, he refuses.
That's sad. If I was there, I'd go with you just to hang out. I'd probably be scared and close my eyes half the time. So.
And Chris, I want to say for a second, not only is he like a built big dude, he also has like a big gun collection. He's scared of horror movies. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Prepared, I guess.
I don't know. You would not pick him as the type to hide behind the couch. That's all.
Just only zombies. That's it.
Or closet.
Just only zombies.
He's probably the guy that goes into a haunted house, gets freaked out, and like punches a person, scaring him.
Nah,
Not
he's
that
pretty
bad?
okay. Nah, not that. He's only afraid of zombies, and he just doesn't like gore.
I don't like it
the only
either.
thing.
Honestly, it's creepy.
It's just the fact that it's like gore without purpose. So that's what he doesn't like about it. But he likes like the insidious stuff and The Conjuring.
Oh, see, that's interesting.
Ghosts. Ghosts are cool.
For like gore stuff, I don't really care, but like when it's really like psychologically terrifying, I don't like that at all. Because then I'm just like in a dark room by myself and I'm like on edge, you know?
That's how I am. Yeah. Like gore doesn't bother me so much, or gored. But yeah, it's especially if
Got
it's
nothing against pumpkins.
yeah, theology horror. Like if it's based around demons and stuff like
Not
that.
good. No.
And then you're
Staying far away.
sleeping, and then you're waiting for something to crawl out of the corner. Yeah.
I watched Cabin in the Woods last week, and like there's like the one moment with like the Buckners, like the cannibal family, and I went to the bathroom and it was like dark, and I had just like a little bit of anxiety. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I don't know. It freaks me out. Like horror movies get in my head.
That's a good movie though. It's
a good movie.
Underrated.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
random horror-ish comedy. Dale and Tucker vs. Evil.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
But we're talking about sequels, and so I'm going to go around and ask you, my fine panelists, starting with the Gooch. What do you think?
For fuck's sake!
What do you think makes for a good? And we're not talking prequels, but we can talk about sequels, and as many as you want. So if you want to, piss on Godfather 3, be
I
my
saw
guest.
that burp. Man.
But
Well, I mean, you gotta go with the best sequel ever is Godfather 2. I mean, that's the simple answer. Empire
Yeah, I
Strikes
guess.
Back is another one.
what do you think makes them
Friday-
good sequels?
Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yes, Friday.
Don't
the
let
13th
Gooch
part.
off the hook. Gooch, what do you think makes a good sequel?
What makes a good sequel?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Godfather Part 2.
Evil
was
Dead
a
2.
Godfather Part 2 was great because you got to see the father, like get to see his story. It was Robert De Niro, young Don Corleone, and you understand the story more and how it like moves into the story that you get from the first movie. So it was really, really well done, and plus the cinematography and the acting is just master class. So that works really well. With Empire Strikes Back Part 2, it's a continuation of a movie that the evil Empire trying to take out the rebellions, and because that Darth Vader and them survived, and they're going to continue attacking and taking over the galactic universe. So it was just it works. What makes it bad? I would probably just say bad writing, acting, and like if I don't know, like it's like there's if you're repeating the first movie, that's what makes it bad. If you're just doing the same thing, it's like I like Top Gun Maverick, and I forget who brought it up. It's a great movie, but it's the same movie as the first one.
Yeah.
So, is it a great sequel?
But better.
It's okay. It's a good movie. I love the movie, but it's just a rehash of the first movie. The first movie was great.
I fixed Robert De Niro. Well, it's on top.
There's a difference.
That's awesome.
That was great.
That rules.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's good answer. Good answer. Nadia, what do you think makes for a good sequel?
Did I answer? Did I really answer?
You did.
I mean,
it was a bit of a filibuster, but it was an answer.
I'm still waiting on Coyote Ugly Part 2. I mean, but...
Why ruin the original? Why not just
Dude,
facts.
Gucci, man, if your channel keeps growing, you might be the one making Coyote Ugly Part 2.
Yeah, seriously. Bring it to the masses. The people want it.
If you make it, they will come.
Oh, I will never leave. You'll never see me again if I have that.
No, you could actually do that though. You could have that as your long-term goal to be able to make a sequel to Coyote Ugly, and we could all support that in every way possible. Do it.
Do it.
Nadia.
what makes a good sequel?
Yeah.
Learning from the mistakes of the original, honoring your legacy characters, or at least honoring the first one with the characters that have been established, and not repeating the same story beats as the first one. So, for example, Evil Dead 2 is pretty similar, but there were a lot of controversy behind why. But it's a fresh new take on the story. And yeah, just not trying to shit on the original. That's all I got. I'm 2 glasses of wine in, guys. I don't know. I don't know what else you want from
You're
me.
dropping mood. Dang, it's on.
It's just
Lulu's
basically
obsessed with
respecting the
metering.
original and learning from the mistakes of the original, what worked, what didn't, and using it in the second one.
So what happened with Evil Dead 2? What caused
I
it
think
to be
it
different?
was a licensing issue when Raimi wanted to continue. I don't remember who owned the first one originally. That's why they, in a sense, had to reshoot the entire movie with the second with the different story beats. Gary's way better at explaining it. He knows the entire background of it.
Gary?
Gary.
Neurotic?
No. Gary, pop culture minefield.
Oh, yeah, that Gary. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to say, if he was neurotic, I'll just call him up and he can come on the show and explain it for us.
You can probably call Gary too.
Good night, everyone.
Okay.
See you later.
Someone cup? 2 girls, 2 cups. There you go, Ginger.
That was the name of my fantasy football team last year. It was
2 girls, 2 cups.
2 Coopers, 1 cup. Because I had
Cup.
Josh,
like
I see you in the
Cooper Cup and
comments.
1 Cooper. Yeah.
6 shots last night. I went an entire year without alcohol. All right, I'm testing the waters. Leave me alone.
An entire year? Why? Were you in jail?
No, it just felt like it. Just felt seeing if I could do it. Plus, I like weed better. Drugs are better, guys.
I've said that. I've said that a couple times. You know, I'm gonna do an entire year without alcohol, and then Wednesday comes, it falls apart.
That's it, huh?
Same
all
night
right.
as What's Good Wednesday. Interesting.
Yes, it is. Let's go, Lord and Lady B. What makes for a good sequel?
Okay, I'm gonna build on what everyone says here, and I think a sequel, like, really, to be substantive, it has to kind of raise the stakes. Like, one of the things me and Will were talking about on our walk tonight before this was like Lord of the Rings 2, which is, what was it, the 2 Towers? Yeah. We were talking about that, and I mean, obviously it's in the book, so it's not like they had to come up with it, but I think they carried the story on, and then they took it up a notch. And then you think about like you have to make it so there's something there, something more. So it's like a lot of times, like I've talked about this in television shows, there's like, the individual episode plot arc, and then there's the 2 or 3 story arc, and then there's the whole season arc. And when you're doing something where there's a sequel, you have to think about, okay, what is the continuation of it? And it has to be a contained unit, so it should be able to stand alone, but it should also contain the story. I think The Godfather Part 2 is great one too with that, because it gives you the backstory. And yeah, do you have anything to add, Ben?
Mainly, I think there's actually a distinction almost to be made between a sequel and a continuation. Gooch, you brought up Empire Strikes Back, which
That's a good point.
I think is a good one, and I think 2 Towers is the same way, where it's just it's a continuation of a story rather than a kind of a separate story. And I don't know how you really make that distinction, but I think, something like Top Gun Maverick is clearly not a continuation. It's clearly its own thing. So I think for the topic of conversation, you want to break that up. As far as what makes one good, I think you guys have actually, I'm gonna take a step back. Make it a good movie. That is maybe, I think, one of the things that gets underrated in some of this stuff is people make sequels that are, it gets narrower and narrower in focus, because it's trying to just sort of continue on the same like concepts. Or sometimes it's better to just be dumb and fun again. I look at Bad Boys 2 as maybe the classic example of that.
Yeah, or Pirates of the Caribbean too. That was really fun. That was a good sequel.
Copa.
Yo. No, hey, what's up? What's up, Copa? All right, Matt, our actor in residence. What do you think makes a good sequel?
I think it's really all about building on the story, but maintaining the integrity. The first example I could think of that I think illustrates this really well is actually a video game. It's Fallout 1 to Fallout 2.
Okay.
in Fallout 1, it's like the world's really primitive and they're just using like bottle caps as currency, and like there's kind of like these small settlements and nothing's really evolved. By the second game, they've begun mining again, so now they have like coin currency and like there's more settlements, and like the world, there's actually governments that are starting to form, and it's like it's taken the concepts of the previous installment and built upon them. You know, it's just taking on it's like evolving the story naturally with respect. And the example I wanted to give for movie, because I know we're going to probably cover like most of the ones that are, you know, like very well known, like Aliens, Terminator, all that. One I wanted to bring up was The Color of Money. It's a Scorsese film from the 80s.
Love that movie. Yes.
Phenomenal film. And it's a sequel to The Hustler, which came out, I think, like in 1960, maybe like, I think it was like 23 years
I did not know that.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Jackie Gleason and Paul Newman.
I'm gonna have
Scott.
to, I remember Light
Great
Hustler.
movie.
Like, that was great.
Oh, phenomenal film. And so this is the sequel, and it takes place like all these years later. And like Fast Eddie is now, instead of like this kind of young, sharp, hotshot, he's not like he's washed up, but he's kind of like, a bit sleazy. He's like selling liquor. He's just kind of like still a pool guy, but hasn't really like touched the game, the game in a while. And then sees like this young prodigy in like Tom Cruise, and it becomes about like him kind of mentoring him, and then a little bit of a rivalry there. And it really just expands on who the character was in a different time and a different set of circumstances, and it's really honorable to the movie that came before it, but completely different.
Yeah, I mean, they basically copied Mighty Ducks too.
Yeah, exactly. That template, that ironclad template.
The flying V, nothing beats that.
I got more wine.
Actually, Beamo in the chat has a great one. Shrek 2 is the GOAT.
I'm glad you brought up The Color Movie, because this is like one of those movies that is so underrated. So underrated. I think
Scorsese directed.
Yeah. And
This will surprise you. I have not seen this.
What? Crazy.
I mean,
yeah. Tom Cruise was great in this movie.
Yeah, he's like,
oh my god, that's
right
Tom
there.
Cruise. Wow.
Yeah, and it was like right when he was like up and coming, so he plays like this really cocky young kid, and there's like perfect casting for him, and he owns it really well, and he's like super talented, and like, you know, Fast Eddie, like, you know, used to have it but hasn't really touched it in a while, and it's kind of like that, you know, hey, I don't play pool anymore kind of thing. It's a great movie.
Okay. I'm going to send a Dega.
Look at that hair.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, and also, fun fact, Forrest Whitaker, one of his first roles is this movie.
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he plays another pool hustler.
Does he have a droopy eyebrow?
He does.
Damn it,
Yes, he does.
I beat you to that one?
Yes, you did.
He's the guy. Okay, we have some good comments in the chat here about that. So Dega, I'm going to pull up because he explains it pretty well. I mean, he does that. He is an author and has written series, so he gets the sequel thing. A good sequel should have 3 new things, at least 1 new character, a new technology or twist, and a new location.
I like that.
Yeah. And Chad, give me some more of these ideas for what makes a good sequel, because we should probably wrap this up and send it to Hollywood at some point so they can use our templates on the What's Good show. Dempsey, dude, a good sequel, respect what already happened, expand upon the world and rules of the world. Continue the expanded world story, often following the same core group of characters or events. And I think those are the easiest ones, especially where you've planned a sequel already, like you would like to make a trilogy, so you've already built that into the first one. I think the harder ones to do were like Joker, which doesn't need a sequel. You're right, Nadia. I don't know if it holds up over time. We might have been tricked into liking that movie. I think it was still probably good. His performance was outstanding in it. That may have pulled us in.
I think that's what it was. Halloween 2 is a great sequel when it sets up because it's a continuance of the same night.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the Joker, there was like snippets of the Killing Joke in that movie. Like there's stuff that you could like grab onto and go, oh yeah, you could see the Joker, and you had empathy for the character, and you wanted to follow his path. With the second one, it's all over the place. So it doesn't even really follow any of the traits they had from the first movie, and decided to go a whole different route and just like, here, if you like that, let's throw this at you and see if you like it. And it didn't hit at all. So
That's funny.
Is there a sequel to Weekend at Bernie's?
There is.
Yeah.
There's Weekend at
Oh,
Bernie's.
there's
Of course there is.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 or 4.
Are there? Wow, I didn't know there were that many. Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm with
It's-
Kyle
it's-
on that.
I don't know, Gooch. To me, rewatching it the second time, it is an anxiety-driven movie.
It
It
is.
just
I remember
keeps you-
watching
That's its
that.
that's
Yeah.
its intent. It's to you're following this character and you're seeing this guy getting beaten down his whole life and then come out of his shell and fight for what he believes in. And it may be wrong, but I mean, it's based on like mental health, obviously. But it's a decent movie. It's not. Is it the best movie? No. It's a good movie.
Yeah,
But
no,
I think we're allowing outside voices and that creep into our minds, and Todd Phillips, him, talking about his movies doesn't exactly help.
No, it
So
doesn't.
No, directors shouldn't do it. They should. So many times directors talk about movies and completely ruin it. I'm like,
Oh,
shit, you didn't
showrunners
say
too
that.
for TV shows too.
Yeah.
They just keep your mouth shut. Just show us.
I
something.
think I think the problem with that movie, it should never been called The Joker. It should have just been called something completely different, and would have been probably
Yeah.
been one of the best movies of all, like up there in movies of all time.
I kind of like, and I know people have made that criticism, and I think it's accurate. Like, what most likely happened was they had this script, and then they're like, let's give it a Joker paint job, and then this way it'll definitely sell. And I think that's true. But what I really like about that movie, and I do disagree with you, Nadia. Last time I watched it, I thought it was great, but I haven't seen it in a few years. But I still thought it was like a tremendous, like the push of the story. And then by the end, when he's like busted out of that cop car with that whole horde of people wearing Joker masks, to me is like, oh my God, that's like a plausible origin story for a supervillain. Because it's like anytime you've ever watched any superhero thing, they always have this like undying like horde of thugs who like no matter what lose constantly but are always there still helping out the boss. And it's like if they had a like fanatical devotion to him, like they thought they saw him as like a symbol that was going to liberate, then that would make, that would translate as to why they would be there for him. And I thought that was brilliant. I love that.
Yeah,
I just maybe with the second rewatch, because knowing what happens in it, it even gave me more anxiety. And I watched it on a plane the second time.
Yeah.
Oh,
fair.
But I mean, I don't disagree that it's a bad movie. I think it's for what it is a good movie. I just don't think it's as much as people smoke up its ass kind of deal, like blow smoke up its ass.
There's definitely criticisms to be made. I mean,
Yeah,
I think what
for sure.
Copa said it's Taxi Driver for tards. And it's like, there's definitely, like some clear ripoff of Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. I mean, it's like they're lifted. It's not even homage. It's lifted and repurposed. But I don't know. Tarantino made a whole career out of doing stuff like that.
Oh my
It doesn't-
gosh, yes. Okay.
doesn't really bother me. It's like if it's good, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, the fundamental problem with Joker 2 is that Todd Phillips is mad that people liked Joker 1.
Oh, well, I read an article and he said that's actually not it at all. And I was
Okay.
like, shut up, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
It's bullshit.
the first one is this story where, take Star Wars for example. You had one Luke Skywalker. There were probably 100,000 people in the rebellion who were just regular dudes who were trying to be heroes who didn't turn into heroes. But we don't make Star Wars about those guys.
Right.
Joker 1 was the 1 in a million mental health loser case who kind of became a star. So going back and saying, okay, but actually the 1 in a million loser case who became a star, actually his life sucks, and we're going to drag you through the mud for 2.5 hours, emphasizing how much his life sucks and then killing him at the end. That's an anti-movie. That's
Yeah. Well put. Anti-movie. Yeah.
Well, it's no different than the 4th of July with Tom Cruise. Like, I mean, like you were following him and his, path and despair and his fight for what he believed in with all the vets and everything. It was kind of similar to that.
Well, I was talking about this on my stream last night, and I think the difference is with a movie like that. That's a good movie too. It's Oliver Stone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's dealt with like it's a tragedy. It's dealt with like the movie understands that this is a bad thing that happened to him. Whereas my impression of Joker is not that. It's almost more like they're just going to drag him through the streets, parade his body, burn his corpse, and then we're all out of there. Like it doesn't seem like it's treating it like this is, like it's seeing it from the character's point of view of this sucks. And that's my impression. I haven't seen the movie, but I think it's just the way you deal with that story, I think, really matters the impact on the audience. I mean, there's plenty of movies like what's The Talented Mr. Ripley. It's all about a guy who's like murdering people and stealing their
I have
like
seen that
identity. And it's great. And you're on
all
edge.
the movies.
Well, it's like you don't want the murderer to get caught, right?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
on
you
his
don't.
side.
You're like, oh please, like.
But he's a bad guy, so it's
Not
like
good.
it doesn't matter necessarily. It's like it's like as long as you honor the perspective of the character you're portraying, you can get away with a lot of different things.
Yeah, true. We got a guy in the chat here, so Nat's going to be here with us next week, and he's seen the Joker, and he's so this is he had been beaten down to the point where all he had was to create and be chaos, and that's how he left it. And then I guess he undoes all of that character growth in the second one, which is a big mistake. And so one of the big you've talked about already. I think you brought it up, Matt, but that he intentionally wanted to make sure that people who liked the first one didn't like the second one. And you said you heard an interview where that was not what he said.
Yeah, there was an interview that came out today, and like someone asked him, like basically almost like serving it up to him, like yeah, I mean you were probably dunking on toxic fans a lot, and he said no, that's not. It wasn't really in my mind. What I was doing was just trying to show that this was a bad guy and that there's a trauma of murder and blah blah blah. It was just like a PR type answer that he's trying to they're trying to put out fires so that people go see this pile of shit.
Yeah, well, it's The Boys season 4, where people, the crew was mad that people liked Homelander because Homelander was fun and interesting. So we dedicated season 4 to ruining Homelander. Like,
just read the comics. Just read the comics.
Word. That's what I tell anyone who gets into
that's
that
what I
show.
say too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, why was this a musical? Like, anyone want to touch that?
Because Lady Gaga wanted to sing, I guess. I don't know. I think she's overrated.
Me too.
I
And
just
I'm
don't
not
get
seeing
the
it
appeal.
because of her. And I've just drawn a line in the sand. I'm done with people that are on Epstein's plane list. And yeah, that's it. I'm done with it.
I mean, that's a good point too. I
fair.
just think she's not as talented as people make
Yeah,
her
I
out.
agree. A lot of it is just like shock kind of performance art. Weirdness.
What I heard about the musical angle was that Joaquin didn't want to do it. And then, like, Todd said it's going to be a musical. And he's like, oh, okay, that scares me. So then I'm in. Like,
He's a weird dude, man.
He's a weird guy. Yeah.
Plus 20 million too probably didn't hurt.
I would not want to
But
be
that
in an
probably didn't
elevator
hurt.
with him. I would step out if he stepped into the elevator. I was by myself.
Yeah,
I would
he's creepy.
immediately stepped out.
Do you remember his Oscar speech after he won for the original Joker?
Yeah.
No.
I do.
no.
Zax, if you could just pull that up, dude.
I'll
It
get-
is one of the
yeah.
wildest. It's insane. And you're like, what's happening?
Didn't he walk from a gay erotic movie that he
I
was
heard
like
that.
scheduled
Yes.
to play one of the
Yes.
leads, and he
He
just
came
picked
back
it
though.
out?
Apparently, he came back.
Oh, he came back.
Oh, he came back. came out.
Apparently.
Practice
Allegedly.
Joker 2. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Never mind. I'm sorry. That's
We'll
wrong.
have to ask Josh about that. He probably knows.
There's something.
Oh, Lady B.
You need to watch Walking Phoenix in 8mm.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't even remember him.
You
in
want
that
to talk
movie.
about a creepy film? That is like that makes your
Doesn't
stomach
appeal
turn.
to me.
Yeah, it's
I don't
dark.
think I've ever seen a movie I've really enjoyed him in.
Oh, he's good in 8mm.
It's a dark
Okay.
movie.
All right. Here he is. He finally won the big award. And little respect. Thanks for coming by. Oh, and I screwed it up.
God, I'm full of so much gratitude right now. And I do not feel elevated above any of my fellow nominees or anyone in this room because we share the same love, the love of film, and this form of expression has.
I was not aware that some dude remixed this thing. So thus.
Yeah, I wonder if he edited out like any of the other shit that he was talking about. Because it says that broke the internet. So wait, maybe not.
There's lots of them. I'll pull a different one up.
Okay,
God damn it. You can't edit the schizo out of famous schizo
Well,
speeches.
he
Like,
might
you-
not have though, because the title of the video says the speech that broke the internet. So he might have been. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. To see
No,
if
they
that's
could
right.
top Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes. That was hilarious.
The thing with Todd Phillips too is that when he was making this, he done interviews and talked about how he had to make this movie because he was not able to make comedies anymore because you can't be funny in Hollywood, and And so that was what he had said. So I thought when going into this first version, it was okay. Well, he's somewhat based, at least in the fact that he's not agreeing with all the cancellation stuff to the point where he has to make a different kind of movie, which made $1 billion, and now he can do whatever he wants, and he did whatever he wants, and it's this. So
I just scrubbed that video in the background. He does get to the thing that I was talking about.
Oh, cool.
Hi. I was here many years ago, and
I think that's the SAG Awards.
Oh no, it's the
I couldn't
Oscars,
fully
right?
appreciate it.
Yeah, this is the SAG Awards.
Jesus, YouTube.
That first video I think you had is the one where he starts going off about
God, I'm full of
all
so
types
much
of crazy
gratitude right
shit.
now. And I do not feel elevated above any of my fellow nominees. Some of the distressing, I've been thinking a lot about some of the distressing issues that we are facing collectively. And I think at times we feel
I had to
or we're
turn
made
off
to
my
feel
camera for all the eye rolling
that
I'm doing
we
right
champion
now.
different causes.
Yes.
But for me, I see commonality. I think whether we're talking about gender inequality or racism or queer rights or indigenous rights or animal rights, we're talking about the fight against injustice. We're talking about the fight against the belief that one nation, one people, one race, one gender, or one species has the right to
I love
dominate,
when
control,
people
and
who have
use
millions
and
of
exploit one
dollars
another
and
with
live in little
impunity.
mansions
I
tell me
think that we've
about
become very
injustice.
disconnected from the
This is the
natural
big
world.
thing. Listen to this.
And many of us, what we're guilty of is an egocentric worldview, the belief that we're the center of the universe.
Oh no! When he gets into the
like you, like him right now. That's the irony.
The irony. Yeah, the irony is lost on you.
You know what? Gooch, I will apologize to Badger because he's not this bad.
Hey, Sherry. Yeah, true. It is a joke. Oh, thanks, RGP. So I like how he talks about how one dominant species doesn't have the right to like decide how the world works. But I mean, that's kind of how it does work.
I
And-
don't know. My cat doesn't have thumbs. That's a problem.
I was going to say.
Neither does mine.
Yeah.
We pulled
Those
the
poor
three-
snails.
Yes.
We
Those
pulled
poor
the
snails.
three-toed sloths, and it turns out they're also not going to be good stewards of the earth.
Does that mean I have to feel bad for the cow that my steak came from tonight?
Well, he'll get to that. Yeah,
Oh,
he'll
great.
let you know.
Oh, yeah.
He's got thoughts. He's got thoughts on that.
I do remember this speech because I was thinking about him discussing gender inequality at around the same time they were talking about how you could be whatever gender you wanted, and thinking, well, there shouldn't be inequality, then just pick the good gender, right? If you can, it's up to you. Why would you be on the losing side?
Yeah, just change your gender.
Yeah,
Fine.
everyone should be a white dude. Just do it.
White dudes need to come back. I think you guys
I
are coming
believe
back.
I think Michael Jackson tried that.
Look how that turned out. Gooch. What's up?
Gooch is also threatening to make me eat kale at some point. We'll see about how that,
Oh, I
that
had
goes.
kale this year. It was good. Well, did you eat some of the kale?
I did not.
Oh, he ate spinach. He had 12 leaves of spinach. All right, we're proud of him.
That explains his forearms. Makes sense.
All right, feeling good. This speech, if I were to write a speech making fun of actors in Hollywood giving speeches, this is the speech that I would write.
Yeah.
It is that pretentious and over the
Mm-hmm.
top.
It's the same level as the ones where they snip each other saying a different line of like a word of a speech. It's all black and white. Like you too can,
Oh
vote
wait,
for
what was
Kamala.
it? I take responsibility.
Yes.
I take responsibility. It's like, for what racism exactly are you taking? You can tell us. You can let us know. It's a safe space. When were you racist? Can you let me know? I'm really curious.
Listen, if we have to listen to Cabbage Lips talk, I'm going to leave. I'm
Wait, what is a cabbage lip?
Oh wait, no. I just, in about 15 seconds is maybe one of the most crazy non sequiturs, even from something as ridiculous as this speech.
Well, first of all, you guys had to know I had a clip ready for this just in case. So here it is.
We can turn the tide. It is time to take responsibility. Call out hate, step up, and take action.
Well, that's the best acting he's done since Breaking Bad. So
I was going to say,
You're not lying.
Do you think he's just genuinely unstable, or do you think there was a very bad director there that made him do like 8 takes and just said more? more. I need you to be more weird.
No, that's live. That's live from Diddy's house.
The diddler has strike.
All right.
We go into the natural world and we plunder it for its resources. We feel entitled to artificially inseminate a cow.
We do.
And when she gives birth, we steal her baby, even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable. And then we take her milk.
Pause it. Have you ever had veal? Veal is very good.
I have had veal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to just randomly bet that he's never been near a cow giving birth.
Yeah.
Fucking
Has he inseminated a cow? Does he know? I've watched Dr. Pol, okay?
There you go. That he has never watched that. He had a weird childhood, but
I bet he's a vegetarian. He looks like he eats a lot.
No,
of
he's a
soy.
vegan. That's what his
He's a
whole point
vegan,
is.
yeah.
Like right here, what he's talking about is just like, what? Like, didn't you just win an Oscar for acting? Like, this isn't like a humanitarian aid award. What do you?
I actually respect him a little bit more for that. Like, if you're gonna be crazy, be crazy. Like, don't be hypocritical.
True. You're right.
I don't know. Cow is pretty delicious, man. He should try it.
Like I said, if he wants to be crazy, and he is crazy, that was a precursor. But ugh.
There's a reason why humans are on the top of the food chain. Okay, if not, cows would be eating us. All right.
Oh, definitely.
How else am I supposed to eat my cereal with water? Exactly, Sherry.
I'm
Thank
sure
you.
there's some crazy people out there that do eat their cereal with water.
He's the Lovecraft of our time. Like, he's that crazy.
Does he have soy milk?
You tell me that.
But Lovecraft was also racist,
has a cat
so
named
it's
redacted. I will.
What's up, John? Thanks for coming. Oh. At the moment, I think is what he means by ATM, not one of the other interpretations of that.
Not automatic teller machine?
Yeah, that
is
one.
That what you? Oh, okay.
That's the one.
Can we get back to sequels instead of listening to this cabbage lipped mother? You know,
almost.
Cabbage lip. I like.
I want to hear this train wreck. I didn't watch this.
Oh God!
Nobody watched it.
That's intended for a calf, and we put it in our coffee and our cereal. We fear the idea of personal change because we think that we have to sacrifice something to give something up. But human beings at our best are so inventive and creative and ingenious. And I think that when we use love and compassion as our guiding principle.
Shut up.
Yeah. This is making me sick.
I made a
just
movie.
say thank you. Just say
Yes.
thank you. You know, it was a great
Get the
shoot.
fuck out of here.
Glad everyone loved the
Every
movie.
actor-
Proud to be a part of it. Just like we're taking the calf away from the mother. Dude, like, what? Where is this? What are you even talking about, dude?
Just go up there and say, you know what, you motherfuckers, I did all the work. I deserve this.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Peace out. And just
Everybody should be like Tom Cruise. Thank people. That's it. Move along. Move along. Tom Cruise is
Keep
a
it
little
moving.
crazy too. But like, thank you for coming to my movie. Thank you for supporting it. Thank you for paying for these people that have jobs. And move along. Move along. He doesn't even.
Tom Cruise is
do
getting
his little-
probed by aliens. That's why.
Yeah.
I also love how people like this guy act like this
More
is
probing,
brave.
less stress.
Like this is brave to do in a room full of Hollywood people to say
Stunning
oh, we
and
should-
brave.
Yeah, it's like we should have gender equality and the planet shouldn't be destroyed and vegan shit.
God, I'm
I'm just like, whoa,
so-
dude. They're all obviously gonna be like, like it's like stop acting like you're making this brave statement against anything. You're just
Yeah.
you just clapped her, man.
Take responsibility, guys.
I'm so glad
80% of the
I'm
audience
not
is
working
white.
in Hollywood anymore. I am so fucking glad.
Same.
But Gooch, if you do decide to do Coyote Ugly 2, I'll help you out.
This has to be a crowdsource.
When you mention Coyote Ugly, all I think of
Oh
is that.
God damn it, Zach's like.
Oh, sorry.
This is torture.
I just
You can
always
do
think
it.
of-
What's up,
No.
Papa?
Did you guys ever see It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that girl? I can't think of her name. The kind of like the pretty girl who's like the one who's like the actress, and she's
What's happening?
like at the Coyote Ugly. You remember? I don't know. It's a funny reference. All I ever think of when you say that is like her bad theater acting, being the Coyote Ugly dancer.
Ooh.
Oh,
What's going on? Under attack?
Is that me? Listen.
Well, I'm packing up my game and I'ma head out west where real women come equipped with scripts and fake breasts. Find a nest in the hills, chill like Flint, buy an old drop top, find a spot to pit.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
do
be-
Coyote Ugly.
I gotta bounce because I'm gonna go to the gym after that take. I gotta get ready for April.
Somebody's got a buzz going on, and not the fun kind.
Yeah.
On the mic.
Mute ours, babe. I think it might be us.
It's not me. I was like, wait a minute, what kind of?
Is
I'm
it
out
me?
of line again.
Oh,
Is it me?
still there.
Hold on. I'll mute myself.
If you don't find the buzz, I'm going to play this video. There, that stopped it. That's
So
back.
is it me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It was you, Nadia.
Yes, it's Nadia.
No, when I mute
Yeah.
myself, I can still hear it.
We can't.
We can't.
We can't.
Ah, I hate that. I'll be back.
Okay. Here we go, Gooch.
Wait a minute. Why is she the lucky one? She doesn't have to listen to this.
Hold on. Here, I'll compromise with you. There.
Develop and implement systems of change that are beneficial to all sentient beings and to the environment. I've been a scoundrel in my life. I've been selfish. I've been cruel at times, hard to work with, and ungrateful. But so many of you in this room have given me a second chance. And I think that's when we're at our best, when we support each other, not when we cancel each other out for past mistakes,
Nice catch.
but when we help each other to grow, when we educate each other, when we guide each other towards redemption. That is the best of humanity.
You need to educate yourself, bro.
When he was 17, my brother wrote this lyric. He said, "Run to the rescue with love and peace will follow." Thank you.
Well, maybe his brother was calling for help because he'd been shot or was ODing or whatever. Somebody probably could have saved him at the Viper Room that night.
Speaking
Always
of
amazed.
ODing, did they load that dude up with a blast of Narcan when he got off that stage? That dude was.
Yeah, he was like
He looked like he was
tripping or
on
something.
something.
So Hollywood has an interesting idea about what makes a good sequel, and their lists are intriguing. So Matt, you said you found one, and they have, was it in top 10 is the Last Jedi?
It was it was Collider. So I mean, Collider's kind of that's what they do.
Yeah.
But it was number 14 was the Last Jedi. Yeah, which was
Have they seen The Last Jedi?
Nadia, we can't hear you. You're
What?
muted. We can't hear you.
Shut the fuck up, Gooch. Matt gave it away.
sorry. My bad.
I'm not that drunk, okay? All right.
And you're not Tim, or else we'd still be doing that for hours.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim. Oh yeah, look at this. Here we go, by Ryan Johnson. He's such a skilled filmmaker. Here it is. Yeah, they say 14 is The Last Jedi in Collider.
The rest of the list is not that bad. There's like Aliens on this list, Godfather 2. And it's like, come on, dude, come on.
Alien
Are
is
you
better
trolling
than
us?
Aliens.
These are the people that gave us John Campia, so you shouldn't be that surprised about this bad take.
I'm not.
The greatest Star Wars movie released since 1980.
Oh,
This is who we have here giving us opinions.
Arguably is doing a lot of work.
Yeah, it
there.
is. Yeah, yes, it sure is.
That's funny.
I want to pull up some other ones that I think are better sequels than the original. One of them is I'll get it here.
Terminator.
That's one for sure.
I disagree.
Oh,
I
go.
disagree. I think part of growing up is recognizing that Terminator 1's a superior film.
Oh, I like this guy. I agree. Terminator 1's better. I like Terminator
It's
1
a better
better.
movie.
Terminator 2 is great.
but
Yes. Yeah.
It's more childish and simplistic and stripped down, whereas Terminator 1 is really taut and brilliant and like
Well, Terminator
scary.
1 is more like a stalker type
This guy
horror movie.
This guy gets it. This guy gets it.
I'm 100% in agreement with you guys that Terminator 1 is extremely underrated. I am not willing to go so far as to say it's better than Terminator 2.
The last time I was watching it, I was just like, God, this is so juvenile. Like, and I love Terminator 2. Like, I grew up like watching it all the time, but I was like, oh, this is like a kid's movie. You know, like it's almost like it's simple. It's very stripped down. It's like, yeah, you just look at some of John Connor's speeches. It's like, you just can't kill people, all right? You know, it's like, yeah,
That's
man.
true.
You know, it's a little juvenile. You know, it's still great. Don't get me wrong. There's so many terrific scenes. I mean, the T-1000 just as a character is incredible. Like all the things he does, the great violence and the minigun and the. Don't get me wrong. I love Terminator 2. I do. But if I had to pick one, honestly, I just think Terminator 1's a better movie.
Me too.
See, the
I
intro
am totally on that.
to T2, basically the entirety of Sarah Connor in the insane asylum, in my opinion, should be mandatory watching for anyone in Hollywood who wants to have a female character in an action role, especially a main character.
And that's an example of really advancing the character, right? Like at the end, like, you know, she's like this, you know, they all think she's crazy, but she knows she's got this like Pandora complex. It's just, that is a really brilliant evolution of the character and making her like a really badass action star. Instead of like in the first one, she's just kind of like a little girl. Like she's just sort of like,
She's a waitress. She's a simple waitress. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's got a great, you know, character arc in the first one too. Like by the end, you know, she's like, on your feet, soldier. It's like really badass. But then she like fills out the physicality and her mental state is deteriorated. It's a brilliant evolution of the character.
I liked Terminator 1 over 2, but I liked it because it's more of a horror aspect. But I still enjoyed 2. I think it's a great action movie, but
yeah,
I
that's an
definitely-
interesting thing that like Dempsey was saying in the chat. Is it's like one is a horror movie, the other one's an action movie.
Same thing with Alien and Aliens. One
That's
is
true.
a horror movie, one is
that's true.
Yeah.
I like
But
Alien more.
Alien is obvious superior because there is a beautiful orange cat in there.
Jonesy's in the second one.
Is there?
No, it's
Yeah.
only in the
No.
beginning, in the first act, but Jonesy is there.
Yeah, a little bit. But
Boosh, welcome. Yeah, I mean,
Is the pistol grip on that AK plastic?
I thought it was gold for a second, but I think it's just worn.
It looks like the grip, faded away.
Which actually kind of makes sense, like where she's getting these guns from. They're like
is
in
the first-
some underground, you know, stash.
First time noticing she's definitely not wearing a bra.
hell yeah.
that a girl.
Linda Hamilton didn't
Good
wear
for
a
her.
bra a single time from 1977 to 1991.
Good for her.
Yep, free Bond.
I really wish I was part of the itty titty bitty committee.
Yeah, same.
I would totally
You
not
take
wear a
the
bra
off
either.
and it's like
Yeah.
Well, her tits are suspended by her sheer badassery.
True.
Yeah.
You
Neither
know what I
did
mean? They
neither
stand
did
up
King
like out of
Kong Bundy.
respect.
King Kong Bundy never wore a bra either.
She's so badass when she storms Miles Dyson's house, like with that like hat on and just like with the silenced M16. It's so badass. It's such a good scene. I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm not gonna let you do it. It's awesome.
I think they're very different movies, like you guys have said. One is more of a horror, and it does a lot of the lifting you have to have for Terminator 2 to be fun. And T2 is more action, and I think isn't it PG?
No, it's R, I think.
Huh.
No,
Okay.
I think it's
No, it's. I mean, there's some really violent scenes in that. Like, remember when the T-1000 sticks the needle through the cop's eye? He's like,
Yeah.
it's like they're very violent.
the only
But that's
reason
what I
I
was
say
thinking about. They used to just sell these movies to kids. Like they act like they're like R-rated. But I had Terminator toys.
Yeah.
You know, when I was 7. You know what I mean?
Sure,
Like, they were
yeah.
not- you know, same thing with like Starship Troopers and RoboCop. I had all those things.
Yeah.
And it's like those are R-rated. I'm not supposed to see those for like another 11 years, but somehow I love them.
Yeah.
We got a poll in the chat. It's at 50-50 right now.
What's the poll?
Oh, which one do you like? Which one do you love? T1 or 2? Terminator 2 is now pulled
nice.
ahead. So
okay.
you guys can vote as well. Open up your YouTube window if you haven't yet. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Well,
but also,
I'm gonna
you should have that up. Oh, bigger raid! Wow, thanks. Woo.
Hypnotic.
Good time, Raiders.
Thank you.
thank
Why
you,
do you
thank you,
have- I
thank you
was
for
gonna
pushing
say-
my
Dang.
position over the edge, guys. The bigot army,
You did
coming
it.
through for me.
What's up, bigots?
Let's
we
go.
The
we are
veins
talking
on her
sequels. Yeah.
Arms, man.
I know. I have the shittiest looking arms. Like I need those arms in my life. I gotta get on the weightlifting.
Dude, I did
Hey,
my
Dr.
first day of
Peterman.
weights today in a long time. And that was rough. Nadia's secret of the blue cheeks. I see you, Yamato.
I see everyone. Why you quoting Gooch? Yeah.
I'm gonna play a clip for the Raiders right now. This is a fun one. This is accidental N-word.
Hello. Yes, sir. Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work with Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845. Okay. So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to niggers. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
Oh my god, that made me like secondhand really uncomfortable.
It's very cringe. Very cringe. All right, thanks, Raiders. If you're here, please drop a like and subscribe if you're not, and sub to these wonderful people who are on the panel tonight. You may have, well, they're all. Let's face it, you're all subbed to Gooch already, but we have some other amazing people here, including Nadia, who is being covered by a comment. Much better now. Here we go. Thanks, Raiders. Appreciate you guys.
Over 500 now.
Wow. Oh, who? Me? Yes.
Yeah, you're well over now. You're killing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Terminator 2. This bigot army has decided, and they have chosen Terminator 2 strongly, very strongly. So
really, how strongly?
I'm not surprised by that, though. I'm not surprised.
64 to 36.
Just me and you, Gooch. These plebs.
Me too. Yep. What are you talking about?
And Nadia.
I noticed Zach hasn't voted on this yet.
Oh, I think Terminator 2 it's more fun. I could watch it repeatedly. I think you could toss it in. I think Terminator 1 is a different movie. I probably enjoyed 2 more, but I think 1 is maybe more important. No, definitely more important, I would say. Yeah.
I could see that.
They're different.
What are you running for Senate, man? Cast a vote.
Listen,
Kamala. Hey, Kamala.
Unburdened by what's behind us, we move forward. Unburdened.
Do you need an earpiece so you can make that vote, or
we can get you the earrings?
Yeah.
I already did, because when I was in Vegas, I dropped off 500 ballots for Kamala. So you guys are welcome.
For Mamala?
All right, I'm out. Bye, guys.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
You don't like that?
Gooch is making fun of me. I don't like it.
He's not. He's not. We got without 1, there could have been no
What was
franchise.
that?
It's true.
What happened there? I just paused.
I thought you froze for a second.
You know what wasn't a good Terminator sequel or prequel or whatever? What was that like anime Terminator thing we were watching?
Terminator
Zero.
Yeah, like oh my gosh.
I've only seen T1 and T2.
It's like really kind of, it's so thin on the premise. Like they have some serious like logical problems with their thing with the time travel, and it's like it's really weird. It's like this scientist that's like, oh yeah, we're like, he has this dream that there's going to be Skynet, and so he's like, hey, I have to like create this mega computer, and this is before Skynet exists or there's any like concrete proof that Skynet exists, and then he like there's threatens to have nuclear war, and he has like, I have to launch it, and then all of a sudden it comes online, and the computer tells him, yeah, Skynet is real. I'm like, what?
Lady B.
Well, it was a little more.
Did a whole like
yeah.
On it.
Okay.
He's been through the Skynet war and the after effects, and he's creating. He goes back. He uses the technology to go back in the 80s and to counter the 97 attack of Skynet by creating his own AI to counterattack that.
Oh, okay.
But he's got to convince the AI that
Okay, I guess we didn't watch all of it, so it was like, okay, this seems so like weird.
It gets into like humanity and why would we want to save the planet, because humanity.
I was just kind of shocked. Like we're in episode 4 or 5 or something, and the AI is like, give me one good reason why I should save humanity, and he can't think of anything. Like
he does. He gives him a reason, but it's a little pretty lame. But
it was very lame. I was like,
Gooch, do you recommend it? Do you recommend
Nadia, what happened there?
There's some good concepts there. It's just I think
you like disappeared
flat in certain areas. Like the first episode, the animation's a little rough,
Christmas be plain
and then it smooths out. Give it a try. I mean,
don't, Matt.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was
waste of your time.
Good.
They got a critical drinker recommended. I mean, that's a pretty strong endorsement.
I mean, that's cool.
I don't know.
I mean,
how did you
opinions
feel
are
about?
like assholes. Everyone has one, and sometimes
I'm
they stink.
fine, like not agreeing with the critical drinker. It's
How-
fine.
Oh, I'm not saying you should because I haven't seen it. I don't have an opinion.
Oh
so I'm
yeah,
just
I
like,
mean,
you know.
I would say watch it if you're interested in animation. But we watched, I think, the first 6 episodes of it, and I'm just like, okay.
Well, it's anime too, because
Yeah.
it's not anime.
Watch
It's
Blue
anime.
Samurai.
Yeah, it was like weird anime too. It was seemed like it was like
Yes.
kind of like the 70s style of anime, but
Oh, okay.
kind of mixed in with.
Did you guys like the cyberpunk anime, the Edge Runners or whatever?
Yes, we reviewed that as well. Well, I reviewed that with
Like
everyone.
good, better. Like, is it in that realm?
Cyberpunk is good. Again, it kind of falls a little flat at the end. It's a little rushed. Definitely worth watching.
Yeah, no, I thought it was awesome. That's why I'm just trying to gauge like some of your guys' taste. That's all.
Just watch Blue Samurai.
I liked it. I like the animation. The animation's great for that.
Yeah,
they did
I
a
thought it
phenomenal
was
job for that. Yeah.
So Gooch, which did you like more, Terminator Zero or Edge Runners?
Cyberpunk Edge Runners, because you know exactly what you're expecting for that. You're a dystopian world where everything's interchangeable. You're building you have like different areas. Like you got the corpse, you got the holy shit, can't remember the other parts, but like it's the setting. Like this Terminator Zero, you just don't know what exactly they're trying to capture here. And when you watch it, you're like,
okay.
There's a lot, like they kind of bend the rules, and like we talk about it a lot of like time travel, and like that is a big factor into it. Like and Badger got burnt out by that because like you're kind of bending the rules a little bit, and he's all about the John Connor, which I respect, but like this is based in a different. This is based in Japan, so like. Technically it can happen, so it's good. Like there's a lot of good to it, but there's other parts where you're just kind of like
First time Badger and I
There
ever
was Cat World, that was cool. I really wanted them to go to Cat World.
Good one, Cavatino. This one too was like it came out pretty strong. People had very positive takes on it, and I was watching it too, at the same time to keep up with you guys, Gooch, and I found that like as time went on, it got a lot more negative picked up on it. And I don't know why. Like it wasn't. I would say that it was kind of boring early on, and I think that like the kids were annoying and they weren't important to the dad. So why would they be important to me? No one cared about them.
They should have focused just on the one son. They didn't need the other two kids, in my opinion. But again, like that's the route they went.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much.
My biggest issue with this through 4 episodes is an issue that I have with most Hollywood movies, which is I am done supporting anti-humanist projects.
Word. No, I respect
yes. That was another thing too. We're like, why do they hate people so much?
Especially in the fucking Terminator franchise.
Yeah.
The most pro-humanist franchise that's ever been made.
True.
We're getting anti-humanist garbage. And at which point I'm like, you guys, once you've betrayed the fundamental theme of the franchise, I mean, I'm kind of out of here. And Gooch, maybe you tell me that at the end of the movie, they turn around, they bring it home, everything happens. But man, watching him sit there and struggle to come up with a single good thing about humanity was such a fucking boner killer. I couldn't do it.
No, it's funny because we're going. When you say that, I at the first time I watched it, like, oh, this is good, and then you watch it again, and you like when you're going to review it, you're like really examining everything, and you're like, oh man, I don't really care for this as much as I thought I did, and because we're doing Invincible season 1 and we just finished season 1 and we're season 2, and I'm like, I hate this fucking series.
Right?
It's
if you think about Invincible for even like a minute, you're like, wait, this is dumb. Like there was like the Invincible guy, right? Like at one point, like he defeats like gods, like literal, like super god. And then in one episode, he can't even take out one gay robot. Like all these gay robots just have their way with him, and you're like, this is the same guy. Yeah, it's like this is the same dude from before where he was just wiping out like superheroes.
Yeah.
Well, the next season, Mark gets sexually assaulted, doesn't he? In the next season, based off the if they're doing the comics, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they
There's
don't. They don't do that in the series. But like,
Can't
if
wait for
No, in
they
the
have
next
this character.
season. In
Oh.
the upcoming season, like the next
Oh,
one
really?
coming out. If you follow the comics, Mark gets sexually assaulted by the woman.
Thank you,
What are they
Scooby.
called? I forgot where his dad's from.
Viltrumite.
Oh, Viltrumite.
Yeah, the female one that's like been around in the last couple episodes sexually assaults Mark.
It also
saw,
rubbed me the wrong way too at the end with all the like extreme violence with all the people. Just like it was too much. It's kind of like the way they do it in The Boys, where it's just like, is this supposed to be funny to you? This is so repulsive. Like,
Well,
I
that's
don't know.
Kirkman. That's Kirkman.
Yeah.
There
But,
was-
like,
there was
but
a-
the feminism in it is just like, oh, fuck.
What was his girlfriend's name that everyone hates?
Amber. I can't.
Amber.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
even get me started.
Oh why?
Oh, shit.
Why?
We go on
memes.
hates. Yeah, we go on.
And she's like, I figured out you were a superhero all by myself. Like,
Yeah, well, he's kind of a dumbass and doesn't really bother to hide it. But there was a great meme that I saw, and it was
Nadia.
woke slop on one hand, and it was just a bunch of terrible shows. And then on the left hand, it was just woke slop but edgy, and it was The Boys and Invincible. And I was like,
yeah. Brilliant.
You're not wrong.
No.
No.
Watching some
I don't
great-
understand. Explain to me why Mark picks Amber when he's got a hot piece of ass sitting right there, who's a superhero.
Oh.
What's her fucking face? The redhead.
Oh, Amber is so insufferable.
Eve.
It's like, shut up.
Eve.
Yeah,
When you have
she's the
Eve right
worst.
there, who's obviously giving you signs, Mark. Like,
She's
the
also a
next step is-
superhero. Like, you're on the same
next
level.
step is just opening her legs and just be like, "Come on in, Mark." Like, she's giving you signs, dude. But you picked this.
See,
Okay.
I was a big pusher for people to watch Blue Eye Samurai because the 5th episode of that series is like a masterpiece, a masterclass writing. Like it was incredible.
We're
That was
watching
fantastic.
it, babe. I'm sick of your objections. We're gonna watch it.
It's really good.
I
It's
hate the
really
animation.
cool.
Oh,
It-
do you?
Oh,
You hate the what?
The animation.
Yeah. And that's fair. There's animation styles that people either like or dislike. I respect that.
That's
It's like
comic Amber.
watercolory. It kind of looks like watercolor.
Wow. Okay. Comic Amber actually. This series makes a little bit more sense if it's comic accurate Amber.
Did you
here
ever
we
see the adaptation of Preacher? And
Yep.
if you put like
Yes.
two women side by side, you're like, those are extremely different people.
Yeah.
And we've
Also,
done that
she's-
here.
Yeah, and she's written terribly too. Like she's so obnoxious. I hate Ruth Negga in that show. It's like, shut up. you
Yeah, I do too.
dumbass.
I did too. She actually ruined that show for me. She's not a bad
Yeah.
actress at all. It's
No.
good stuff. Just that role was horrible.
And it's like,
So
if you
the-
read the comic book, she's not like that. Like
No,
she's
she's
pissed
not.
that he left, but then they're like, Bonnie and Clyde.
Yep. Agreed.
So to answer your question from earlier, Nadia, yes, late night is going to be in Matt's future.
Let's go.
I don't know. If Matt's on, I don't know if I can be on Gooch.
Wow.
The rate you're going, Nadia, you're never going to be on.
I know. That's all right. Always in the backwind.
In the comics, Mark moves on from Amber to Eve fairly quickly.
Ah.
Amber is also
Yep.
not as insufferable in the comics.
The comics are
He
way better
knows.
than the show. Way better than the show.
And isn't
Just
the
like the
comic
boys.
still pretty anti-superhero? Isn't it still kind of like has that ring to it, as I understand?
Oh my god, it's been a couple years.
I haven't read the comics.
Yeah, I mean, I just
Nia,
have heard.
Nia and Sammy
yes.
read them.
I read them too, Gooch. I don't watch movies, but I read a lot of comics.
Oh, you have? Okay, sorry. I
Yeah.
didn't know you-
You know what's a dumb comic?
probably
that
why
is
I don't watch a
sequel
lot of
nobody
movies.
needed.
Wait, what was that? What'd you say, baby?
There's a comic book sequel to Fight Club.
Oh.
Like, no.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I did know that.
Nobody needed that.
Why?
Like, nope.
Why?
Yeah.
This fucker.
You guys don't think he
guy
improved on
sucks.
Invincible on the comics? No?
He needs to
ruins
stay away
everything.
from majority of comics. I don't know why people keep letting him have access to their property. I'm with Badger on his earlier stream. Everybody needs to be like J.K. Rowling. Stop playing with your shit. Like, stop letting other people touch your stuff.
True.
Let
Yeah.
let you have final control.
Yeah.
Well, he's
J.K. Rowling has made some post-publication retcons to her work that.
Yes, but I'm
Good
saying
point.
overall,
Not
with
a
her,
bad point.
Yeah, it's
Dumbledore
not
was
a bad
gay,
point.
obviously. What? I didn't think it was a big deal to
Hermione
mention
was
it.
black, obviously.
Right.
So,
Okay. So am I the only one that thought Dumbledore was gay?
Like
No,
in
I
the
never
books
did.
or the
Never
movie?
occurred to me.
Okay.
Why can't I? No, I looked at him like a father figure. Why can't he just love his? Actually, Dumbledore's pretty fucked up. He's pretty much an asshole. Yeah.
Agreed. Dumbledore's fucking awful, but
Yeah.
that's because J.K. Rowling is a terrible writer. She didn't mean to make Dumbledore.
Will, you're treading lightly, man. Half of my back is tattooed in Harry Potter.
And I am just fine with people saying that there are elements of Harry Potter that they greatly enjoyed, but that world building is fucking busted, and I think
I
we
like
can
the
all
movies.
acknowledge that.
There's
fun.
enough things to point to, like the time turner never being used again. I think that could come in handy fighting all these, demon witch guys. I think that might come up once in a while. You could have
It's
two
got a
of you
lot.
running around.
What is the one that you can only find a place if somebody
Oh, the
tells
room
you
of
where-
requirement.
No, there's a spell that was
Like Hogwarts is so
Peter Pettigrew
dangerous. Why would you
snitches, and now
send the
Voldemort
kids
can
there?
find the house. Nadia, what is that spell called?
The fuck I know. I'm too drunk to know this shit. Hold on.
You're an expert. You
not
forget stuff
that-
when you're.
Okay, but that spell completely ruins the first book.
Right.
Not Nadia. You
She
have to
does
go.
that more than once.
Nadia's gonna say,
All the
"It's a
time.
live show, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's live." When her staff doesn't give her the answers right away.
I
Edit it out.
I don't even remember. It's been a while. I don't know every single fucking spell. I know one spell.
There's also like the
I know
whole
more
concept.
spells than that.
I know one spell because I use it for my dog.
Fidelius.
Fidelius? Hold on. Spells in Harry Potter.
Whatever. Point made. Continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's also the concept that it's Peter Pettigrew was the rat the whole time, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, so that man was sitting in Ron Weasley's lap kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Stop
you know, like
overthinking
that's
it, Matt.
he
Stop
was like
overthinking it.
sleeping with like an old man for like years.
Does he
Like,
become
it's
a man?
Did you think about that, JK, when you made him into this villain guy? Like, you
I
didn't-
always thought like Dumbledore was eerily similar to the old man in Family Guy that chases after Chris.
Hubert.
Get
what's his
over
name?
here, you
Don't
son
ruin
of a
this
bitch.
for me. Don't ruin this for
There's
me.
a lot of things.
Bring
There's a
that
lot of holes
sweet
you could
ass over
poke.
here.
Oh no.
All right, we got to settle an issue too tonight because we've got Nadia here, and she's been very vocal with her hatred of aliens. The
Wait,
aliens
no,
film.
no.
Very
Yes.
vocal with it.
Yes,
She thinks
no.
it's trash. She says it's woke trash. There's a
No,
girl in it.
No.
It's feminist propaganda.
Yeah, and I'm just interested to hear how she defends that. She says that Alien Romulus is a far superior movie to Aliens. And so, Nadia, I want to give you your space here, and here's some pictures of Alien films. So tell us, why do you think that Aliens is a piece of trash film?
First of all, I don't think Aliens is a piece of trash film. I actually think it's a very good film. I had fun with it. Oh no. And I just like Romulus just like a smidge more because I like the horror aspect because I think it takes more from Alien than it does Aliens. I rest my argument.
Does anybody else feel like they're watching Leon on estrogen?
What?
What?
Excuse me. That would be Queen Lofty for you. Thank you.
Oh, what
No, like,
did she
you know-
say?
Oh,
I know,
Leon.
Scooby. I know.
Leon is on
listen.
estrogen.
The fantastic action movie. It's great. I enjoyed it. I laughed. I had a watch party of it. You can go watch my expressions. I thought it was great. Alien, I think, is better than Aliens because I like the more horror aspect, the claustrophobic feel of it. The cat. It vibes with me. So Romulus, to me, kind of fits more into that horror genre than an action drama. So I like it like 0.1 smidge more. Right? Yeah. That's about it.
What is that squeaking? What is that squeaking?
This is
Oh
Segway.
my fucking
Segway.
god! Oh my god!
Hello.
I don't know. All I know is Scooby Pup in the chat is losing his or her shit.
Her.
Her? Okay.
Hi, Scooby.
And I saw all the. Listen, I've seen all of the Aliens movies except for Alien vs Predator because I'm watching all the Predator movies. So then I can watch Alien vs Predator. So I can, I need to be in their mind to know what happens. And I just like Romulus just a smidge more, just like
that wasn't a joke.
Gooch,
that
you
was
were with me on this.
That was a serious take. I thought you were just setting up.
No, Gooch is with me on.
Oh my. Gooch is with you on the aliens thing.
Gooch.
Romulus better be.
Wait.
Knowing that
Are you backtracking on
No,
this?
I like Alien Romulus. I thought it was good. I think it fits the spot they put it in between Alien and Aliens. I like when I watch. I'm a huge Alien fan. I think that movie is like the best. I like the horror vibe to it. I like how it's like everything about it. Aliens is great. I really love that movie as well. I thought Alien Romulus was a good movie. I gave it like I think I gave it an 8 out of 7.5, 8. Except for the end. The end just threw me off. I didn't care for the ending.
I didn't see it, but I don't like the idea that the alien survived that explosion at the end of Alien. I'm like, that's bullshit.
Well,
I watched that thing. It vaporized everything.
What's up, Steve?
They're doing another either a sequel to Romulus or somewhere in between.
God, let it die.
Listen,
Nadia, how do you?
Yes.
Please answer this take.
I don't agree with you yet. I guess to me it doesn't. But Prometheus is horror.
Nadia, that owl has our cat desperately looking around.
He's like freaking out.
He's trying to find this bird. I feel so bad for him.
That's funny.
I'll turn him off. I'll turn him off. Hold on.
He is. He just bit my freaking foot a second ago.
That's wild. I did not expect to hear that take tonight, though. I did not expect to hear Romulus is better than Aliens. That's like
Matt doesn't know me very well, apparently.
I guess not.
I do like Aliens Romulus. I think it's a good movie.
Listen, I just vibe with it. I just vibe with it more. I would watch Romulus more than I would watch Aliens. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I get it.
Okay.
So I understand the take I am saying. I understand you all think you're right, and that's fine.
I only have one criticism of Aliens, and it's a little too many shots that are close up. It makes the movie feel a little claustrophobic and not in a way that contributes to the movie. But I think I'm the Aliens, the second one. Like Alien actually I think has better cinematography. Like I think like they use the spaces better. Like but Aliens, it's just too many close-ups. It's still one of my top 5 favorite movies, though. So it's like, it's my only criticism. But it is a otherwise perfect film. So I prefer the director's cut.
In Alien, because in Aliens, you can obviously tell these guys are in suits in certain points. And there's like a scene where somebody does like a front flip or something in one of the xenomorph suits, and I just like laughed out loud. It's a fun movie.
Hold on. In Alien, there's that scene in the thing where Dallas dies and the alien just goes, "Muh."
Yeah,
come on, that was horrible. That looked terrible. You could see the seams in the gloves. I mean, that was awful.
Look at the year it was made. I liked it. I think it was great.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna take those shots, I mean, you got.
No, I said I laughed at it because I thought it was fun. Like to me, Aliens is fun. It's a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, it's fun. It's very fun. It's awesome.
Yeah. Where Alien was way better. I think it scared me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, it's great. I actually was years ago watching Alien with a girl I was seeing, and she didn't know anything about it. So when the chest burster, well, it's important for the context, but it's like she didn't know anything about it. So when the chest burster scene actually happened, she had like a really authentic reaction. But I never had that because even the first time I saw it, I knew of it from Spaceballs and all that stuff, and it was great to see someone have like a real horrified reaction to that. That's famous.
I had that
reaction.
It's awesome.
Go watch my watch parties because I didn't know anything about either of them.
Oh, that's
didn't
so
know.
cool.
I mean, I knew about but I didn't know where it came, like when it would happen and stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff. And in the first one, my husband timed it. He actually scared me. He like opened the door in one particular scene real fast to terrify me even more. So yeah.
Yep.
That's my hot take.
It's a bold move to promote your channel when you're bashing aliens, but
I am not bashing aliens. Jesus.
I think
I
I may
don't know.
have got.
Saying it's worse than Alien Romulus.
It's not worse than Romulus.
It's not worse than Romulus or
No.
than Aliens. I think
It's just-
it fits. I think it of all the movies, it's better than Prometheus and
Oh yeah, what hot
Covenant.
garbage.
I think it fits nice and snug in that spot between the two movies, and I like it.
I think at one point I watched Prometheus and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I watched Convict, and then I'm texting Bex and I go, "I might vibe with this. This is my," and then it just switched. I was like, "Never mind, I'm
Can I
out."
ask
I don't know what.
Can I ask a question to the panel? Because this is something that's kind of vexed me ever since Prometheus came out and like Ridley Scott talking about it. Do you guys believe the alien just like existed somewhere out in the cosmos, or was a created weapon to like be a military thing?
I think it was. If you look at the beginning of Prometheus, it looks like it was definitely like created as a punishment or something, because you have the engineer coming out and then they give him the black goo in the cup and he drinks it and just
Yeah, but I'm not. That's I could say that'd be retconning. Like I kind of imagine, like in the
I don't
original
know.
two, what was the vision? That's just.
I think
you
it's a
guys have
combination
thoughts?
of both. A combination of both. I think the alien creature existed, but then scientists fooled around with its DNA, kind of like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Gave it the alien blood and tried to make it this, superior weaponized piece.
Sure.
Okay, I'm just curious because I like honestly was like torn on that because I always just thought of it as just it's just some crazy alien that's like so far into our like biology that it's just gonna tear through us. But then it's like I feel like Ridley Scott kind of implied it was always a weapon, and I was like, I never got that until Prometheus, until they started to explore that idea.
I never got the acid blood. Like, how's that work?
It doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's so many issues with.
So
those
when
movies.
people
Just don't
complain
think
about
about
other
it.
things,
Don't
well,
think
yeah,
about it
it's
exactly.
funny. It's funny. Like we're told don't think about that, but then they complain about other parts. And like if someone brings up a part, like say, or whatever, they bring up a part, and they're like, "Oh, that's not realistic enough." Oh, I guess acid blood's realistic. Okay, all right.
Never seen The Acolyte.
They're coming for you, Nadia, right now. But
I get it.
I
Hey,
want to say,
listen.
nope, I get it. I know why you hate aliens so much, and you're looking at it right now. So Vasquez is a beloved character. Who plays Vasquez? Do you know who plays Vasquez?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
It's like Goldstein or something.
Yeah, Jeanette
James
Goldstein.
Olmos?
Yeah.
James Olmos.
Jeanette Goldstein. So why would
She's doing
Nadia?
brown face.
Why would Nadia?
Where are you going with this, Zax? I'm not
Hates-
Vex.
Oh my god! Oh,
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not Vex.
I'm not gonna say it. But
That actually does fit a pattern because she was ragging on Seth Rogen earlier.
yeah, and she's Palestinian, guys.
Whoa! I didn't know this stream was going to go this way.
I didn't think so either. It was a surprise. She's also in Terminator 2, which Nadia, how'd you feel about that movie?
I like 1 versus 2, but 2's a lot of fun too.
What made you dislike 2?
Was it the casting?
Was it the casting?
like
Are you just noticing things, Nadia? Is that what this is?
I believe I tweeted or messaged out after seeing 2 that this is one of the best like action movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're overcompensating now.
Yeah.
But I do have a clip for Niat who gave 5 memberships. I appreciate that. This one I haven't played in a while. It's a bit longer, but it's fun. This is, well, I'll show you.
When my son was teething, he used to like to take the big fat rubber end of my vibrating toothbrush and put it in his mouth and he'd just kind of sit there like, oh yeah, that feels good. That hit the spot. My gums are itchy. And he'd sit there with
I love her Canadian accent too. She's like, "Oh, he used to stick it in his mouth."
She's on the news here. She's here.
Really?
Well, not in my house, but yet.
I just love the guy looking at the camera like, are you guys hearing this?
Yeah.
She's saying this on TV?
We'll invite her out for burgers with us, like Zax.
Speaking of Jurassic Park, did you guys think Jurassic Park 2 was good?
Lost World
Compared
was
to
good.
what came afterwards.
Which one is? I don't remember. remember which
Lost
one.
World. It's
Lost
like they go to.
World.
I had to look it up because I
T-Rex
kind
running
of didn't
through
find
New
it.
York in a King Kong homage.
Oh,
Which one
at the
had this-
time I liked it, but I was probably like 12.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, they go to Site B to
Is that,
study
is
the
that
dinosaurs.
not the ideal age to watch Jurassic Park? Like,
Yeah.
It's perfect. So
Oh my
I
God.
thought it was
Oh,
awesome
man.
when I was 12. I don't know that I'd find it cool now.
Oh my God, you were like 3 years old, 4.
I remember
Oh,
exactly where I
wow.
was when I saw the first one. But is the second
Same.
one the scene where it's a field and guys are walking
Remember.
through and raptors at night are just like
Yes,
yanking
I
them
believe
out
so.
one by
Yeah.
one? Yeah.
I think it's also the one where like the little girl like does the gymnastics and kicks the raptor out of the window.
Oh, yeah.
Is that that one or is
Yeah.
that 3? I can't remember.
You know what? I think that was 3.
Okay.
I remember.
anybody
I
ever
got
read
in
the book?
trouble. Yes, Jurassic Park is a great book.
Yeah,
Everything by
completely
Michael
different
Crichton
from
is a
the
great
movie.
book.
Yeah.
I have a Michael Crichton story for afterwards. No, Jurassic Park was so good that it got me in serious trouble as a kid because I swore and my parents kept telling me that dinosaurs weren't real. And my response was, "What the hell are you talking about? They're right there on the TV screen. Like, obviously, dinosaurs are real."
Wait,
And
maybe are your parents 6,000-year-old Earth people? Maybe that's what they meant. They're like they're there to tempt you. Satan's tempting you.
No, I was 5 and was convinced that dinosaurs were alive, like in the park. So I was like, "Mom, take me to see the dinosaurs. I want to see a brontosaurus." And she was like, "Will, I can't take you to the dinosaurs. They're dead." And I'm getting mad because like they're obviously not dead.
She didn't take you to the Chicago Zoo or the Chicago museum.
I wanted to see the live dinosaurs. I was too young for this movie, apparently.
I forgot
Oh,
Vince
this is
Vaughn
the
was in
one.
this. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the one where the
I
girl
don't remember
does the
this
thing.
movie at all.
Yeah, the girl kicks the
Lost
raptor
World.
out the window with gymnastics. Yeah, I remember that.
Was it okay?
That was this one.
Yes,
Jim-
they are.
Jim
They are
Cotta's tough
modern
to
day
beat.
dinosaurs. Yes, they are.
And
Jim Cotta.
There you go, Jim
Even
Cotta.
with the
Exactly.
one of my instructors for school actually helped build mold the dinosaurs for the first one.
Oh,
they
that's
were
cool.
doing 12-hour shifts where they would go in and sculpt out like the tails and the legs and stuff, and
That's
then
so cool.
yeah.
There's a good documentary about the guy who did the special effects, like the visual effects on that, called
Oh, wow.
Jurassic Punk, and it's
Oh.
about this guy who like worked for, I think it was ILM, and basically like he managed to get them. They were going to do it all claymation, and it was pretty much his model that they made to push, like, to use the CG to like kind of push the technology. And he like set up something that like he knew Kathleen Kennedy was going to walk by into a meeting, and he just had it like on a loop. And then she's like, "What is that?" And that actually changed like the path of the movie, and they went into CG. And then when they won the Oscar for special effects, this guy's name wasn't even mentioned.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
Surprise,
he didn't take
surprise.
it well.
It
That
still holds up
sounds
to
like
this
Spielberg.
day. I mean,
It looks great.
there's some issues with it. Like if you watch it, you could see it, but I think it's so immersed and so well with storytelling that you just forgive it.
And
Oh,
the
yeah,
combination
it's
of the
so great.
practical effects gives it so much more credibility.
Yeah.
I
It's
say
great.
the same thing with Blade. Blade to me, CGI is not the best, but the story is
No.
still so immersed that you just like forgive it and you just,
Yeah, when the vampires explode, it's like,
yes.
I was gonna say, I think Blade and Jurassic Park are 2 movies that I would say the special effects stand up perfectly right up until the last scene. Because in Jurassic Park, the only one I remember that wasn't exceptional was at the very end when the T-Rex roars and the raptors are like
flag.
falling off him as the flag comes down.
Yeah.
Which one of the greatest endings in the history of cinema, let the record reflect. But that's the only one in Jurassic Park that I remember thinking like that didn't age well. And then similarly in Blade, Deacon Frost exploding was the only spoiler
great.
alert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I had such a
Don't ruin
crush
it for
for
me.
Deacon Frost.
It was the Frosted Tips, wasn't it?
Yes.
It must have been.
Oh,
I don't
always
know.
is frosted tips, bro. Just got us.
Speaking
Back in the
of
day.
Blade, how amazing is it that they just fired another fucking person on that show?
did they really?
That thing's never going to see the light of day. It's never going to see the light of day.
It's still
Which
on their
actually
website.
might be a good thing. Might be a good thing. By the time they're ready to make it, what's his face that cast it is going to be too old.
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you? And he reportedly was like, "I don't want to do any physical effect. I don't want to do like any physical stuff. You know, this should be more like a psychological thing. You know." And I'm like, really? you need a guy that's gonna backflip a vampire's head off or something. So
Yeah.
I think they should leave it with Wesley Snipes, but
Yeah, just leave it.
Old Man Blade would be great.
yes, it
that
would be
great.
Yep.
Well,
That would tie into Midnight Suns. You could do it that way. Yeah.
Well,
And Blade 2 is also good.
unfortunately- Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Blade 2 was good.
I'll even say I kind of enjoyed Blade 3 as much as I acknowledge it's a bad movie.
I did too. I'm with you.
But speaking of the Blade franchise, rip Chris Christopherson.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Oh, did he die?
Okay.
Oh no, that sucks.
Ghost
that was
Rider
a
absolutely
week ago or
worked.
Sorry, Gooch. I just saw that there. Gooch, you got to go. What's going on with
Yep.
you the rest of the week, besides being everywhere?
I'm not everywhere. I'm just on Badgers and your show. That's pretty much it.
When are you going for lunch? When are you going for lunch or dinner?
Well, we'll go out for kale, and we'll
Kale.
and have a good meal there, and then I'll be quitting. Yeah, Scooby. Sunday night, pretty much. Tomorrow we're going to be reviewing Uzumaki, episode 1 only, because that got kiboshed, and that sucks because the first episode was phenomenal.
What happened?
It?
Have you ever read the
Yeah.
manga, Gooch?
No, I haven't read the manga.
You would like it.
I know of it, but but the animation for that first episode is fantastic.
That's why I literally just saw a commercial for it, like on the Yankees game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They canceled it. What are they?
No, they didn't finish it. Or
They didn't.
half-assed
They cut the cost of the production and the big time, and
They did the same thing to Jujutsu Kaisen's team too. That's why one of the bigger fight scenes later on in the last season is just storyboard because the animators quit on them. So wow.
Yeah.
Well, in the case of Uzumaki, apparently half of it got embezzled or something like that.
Oh.
Read the manga. The manga's great. It's really, really good. It's terrifying. It's great on a reread too. Just buy the manga and read it.
And of course, Sunday night this week on Late Night with Gooch and Gang, it'll be Sassy Sasquatch on with us, and
Nice.
it'll be Sammy's birthday.
And me, can I be on with Sassy? Can I be on with Sassy, please?
Not with that attitude, man. No, Late Night's we got some really cool guests coming on, and it'll be a lot of fun.
I forgot Daryl was in that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go cry in the corner now. Gooch doesn't like me. I'll be back.
Thanks for coming on, Gooch. Good show earlier.
Yes. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And of course, I'll see you Sunday night. There's big guy.
You better believe you will.
Happy to be there. Is that me or is that Zach? So, okay. I was like,
no, I'll message you. Anyway, you guys have a great stream. Chat, you guys are freaking awesome. Yes, stay Gucci. And you guys, I'll talk to you all later. Peace.
Cool.
Peace,
Bye,
Gooch. Good to meet you, man.
I want to give Matt a shout out here. To have the confidence that when somebody says, "I'll see you later, big guy," with no indication he's talking to you, to automatically assume I'm the star.
The only reason was because of the way our cameras were. It looked like he was pointing down to me, and I was like, "Me?" Like, I was like, "Am I the big guy?" Like, I was like, I was just like, "Oh, maybe that got established while I was looking at the sports scores and I missed it." I was like,
Well,
anyway,
you'll be everywhere soon, man. Everywhere.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Anima,
what's up, Anima? Great to see you. You're up very late, very, very, very late. Hope you're okay. Speaking of Matts and people who hope you're okay, Matt Thaddeus shouldn't be. I heard is in the hospital. So prayers for him. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
By the way, to answer her question, she's with Gary right now.
Is she?
Yeah.
Backdoor
I was
Gary?
I was on the stream with her earlier with Shaun of the Dead. Yeah. They were sitting right next to each other.
Holy shit! And I missed that.
Mhm.
Okay, Anima, if you need an out, just hop on the stream and wink 3 times, and we'll sort it out.
We'll rescue you.
I'm happy for you guys. That's awesome that you're actually on the continent. So great to see you here too. Yeah. Oh, good night, Scott. Thanks for coming. We got a couple more I want to get through, and then we will wrap. One of them is like one of my picks for. I think it's better than the original, and this is it. X2.
Yeah, that was good.
Ooh, the Nightcrawler scene. Yeah. Yeah, that just sells it for me right there.
Yep. He was so good as Nightcrawler, and the effects for that, I thought, not an effects guy, but I thought they were outstanding. His teleporting looked great.
Yeah, that was so cool.
The scene of him ripping through White House and the Secret Service.
Yeah.
And that was when the Secret Service wasn't retarded. So like that would be significantly less impressive now, but like at the time that was pretty sweet. Wolverine fucking up all the special forces guys in the Xavier's mansion was also fucking badass.
Rebecca Romaine is Mystique.
Yep.
Yes.
She was hot.
That was back when they didn't have any issues telling an actress like you're getting naked and you're painted blue. Like
But she worked it though. That's the thing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
she owned it.
It was great.
Compared to who was the new one?
Jennifer Lawrence fucking blows.
Wore a bodysuit with it too, and it looked. If you look at the makeups next to each other, it just looked awful. Like I could see seams in it. Where this is just perfectly done. I will also say, not to go on a tangent, but Nightcrawler is one of my favorite mutants, and I thought X-Men '97 did a fantastic job with him as well.
True.
He doesn't usually get a lot of screen credit, so
nice. What do we think about the Halle Berry's hair here?
it's a wig, but I mean,
I don't know.
For the times,
it's fine.
She looks like a Targaryen from that House of the Dragon show.
At least from season 2, yeah.
But not the mop wig. Oh god, that was so bad. The mop wig.
Gonna have to steal
I
that.
actually like Storm with her
Hope you
mohawk.
don't mind.
That's all right.
Yeah, I like the Storm with the mohawk.
I think she looks hot with the mohawk.
Yeah, that was cool.
And Anna Paquin may be the last woman who looked hot with gapped front teeth.
Yeah,
it was an odd relic of the early 2000s.
Yeah, you're right. There was that supermodel too. Who was that blonde supermodel? She had that same look. That was like a
Claudia
thing.
Schiffer?
You're right.
Yeah.
Was it Claudia Schiffer? It might have been.
God, man.
Yeah, woof.
That was so good.
Phenomenal.
Jennifer Lawrence not only wore a bodysuit, but also complained about her character being naked so often that they changed scenes to have her appear as human more often.
And that's not what you want to hear when you cast somebody as Mystique, man.
No.
Yeah.
And it's a follow-up, even though Mystique hated her human form. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. She did.
But there's a Harvey Weinstein joke there that I'm actually gonna pull.
She's the worst part of X-Men First Class to me.
Yeah. She's like,
Yeah. Rebecca Romaine owned that role, and she was like, you could tell she's not afraid to be naked or nearly naked in public, and that helps it because it's supposed to be one of the things that the character has in its advantage.
Yeah.
It's not a weakness.
I think on YouTube there's still a watch of the makeup being applied, like a sped up version of it. Stuff. It's like, man, it just close-ups of the scales and you look at this and you can see 2-dimensional colors, but there's so many additional colors added to each of those little scale parts. It's so well done, and just the seams to her wig and everything, and the contacts. This is from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I think, and it looks better than that fucking Jennifer Lawrence setup.
Absolutely. Also, can you imagine how tough of a job it must have been to be the guy responsible for putting all those scales on her?
Oh, that poor guy. What a
What
hero.
I remember, it's like pieces that fit together that they slapped on.
Okay,
By the
Nadia,
way-
I know this is from your perspective, this is like professionally interesting. And don't get me wrong, it is interesting overall, but that was very much a joke.
It's so well done, man. I appreciate makeup when it's done so well. When you can tell people actually care about the character design to it and actually bringing it to the fans, it's.
I wanted to say
I should lay down a towel.
I wish I could fix her makeup.
Lord B, the woman I was thinking of, her name is Lara Stone. That's the
Oh
model
yeah,
I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that girl.
Yep.
Storm should have taken the throne of Wakanda after. Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah.
No, they should have just recasted him.
Yes, they
That's
should
my
have.
opinion.
Yeah. They should have done that, and they wanted to swap him out, I think, anyways. If they wanted to get the daughter in there, that's their one move.
Listen, for all their issues with the multiverse that they opened up, that can of worms, they could have easily utilized that to recast T'Challa with a different one from a different universe. Like, you already opened this can of worms, just utilize it to your advantage at this point.
They legitimately got scared. They thought they were going to get murdered on the wokeness if they did it, and they very well may have, but it was still chicken shit not to do.
This must be a lot of work, this whole thing, to have this applied to you, but you see how she's kind of she's a champ about it. Instead, you get like a Snow White chick who's like, I had to wear this dress for 16 hours, and I need to get paid the most I can for those 16 hours while I wear this dress. That's today's star. Was that Gen what? Is that Zoomers?
Gen Alpha? I don't know. I can't keep track.
They suck.
Yeah.
Kids these days.
But this applied to your body just with glue, she's all right. She's joking around, having a coffee.
Well, I mean, she was a model, not an actress. And to
Right.
get a role like this, I mean, to be casted as Mystique, that's a big deal back then.
Yeah. And she owned it. I always felt like she took it really seriously.
Yeah.
That was always the impression I got.
I mean, you could argue that Rachel Ziegler, that Snow White is a big role for her too. She just doesn't see it that way. She's bigger than the role.
She doesn't know. Yeah. It's a weird Snow White to me. I don't know. She was a weird casting choice.
Yeah.
It's typical, right?
Oh, Sabretooth. Ah.
If I had one advice to Jenna Ortega, stay away from Disney.
Please.
Oh.
Just don't.
She's too old for Disney.
True.
She seems to have a head on her shoulders too, so that always helps. The other one, so this is, I like this video. I might have to slow this down and watch it by myself later. Look at that. That's cool.
Nice,
Yeah, it was cool. It was. I mean, I remember those movies being great. I haven't seen them in years, but I remember really enjoying those movies.
Yeah.
Those were movies that were great, except they had the one fundamental plot hole that they would always randomly, and I mean completely randomly, run into Magneto halfway through the movie.
Yeah. No, there's
I
one
love
scene
Magneto.
where
He's the best.
they're flying over the woods, and Magneto's just like in the woods.
Yes, he catches
he's
the
just
jet.
like, hey,
Is he
what's
camping? Like, why is he out in the woods?
Because Magneto's the G man, all right?
Yeah.
He knows all.
He was great in
Yeah.
those movies.
Those movies, I remember those movies being sick, and that was before superhero movies were like a guarantee
Yeah.
they were going to be cool. Like, that was like, those were so much fun.
They were good.
Speaking of that, Spider-Man 2.
You know what's interesting about this? So I read a bunch of like best and worst sequels list. This is on some people's best and some people's worst lists. I thought that was like, I was like, how could both be true?
I watched this recently. It sucks.
I think it sucks too.
Okay.
No.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one that feels that way, because people
No.
talk about this movie like it's the fucking Godfather.
I
And
never
I'm
liked it because I'm
so
like,
confused.
Or
Like, it
what
was like the Treehouse
sequel
of
to
Evil.
Spider-Man, the animated one, the Spider, the
Yeah,
Spider-Verse.
the
The sequel to
Spider-Verse
that
2,
was
yeah.
awful too, and everyone's like, it's amazing. I'm like,
well, what I didn't like about Spider-Man 2 is it was like Simpsons Treehouse of Evil. There was like a Treehouse of Horror. There was an evil switch. It was just the evil switch was switched on. Now you're good again. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was the worst ending. It was so stupid.
Could
The
not
I like
first
the
one-
Amazing Spider-Man better anyway, so I don't.
Willem
really
Dafoe
think
was
it's-
great, but with that stupid helmet on and his mask
yeah,
on,
he
was
looks
like
so
a
dumb.
Power Ranger villain. And then we got
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire acting versus him, who also, his acting is two expressions. With a mask on, that gives him three. And they're acting against each other, and you can't see them doing anything, even talking. That big shot on the roof, I thought it was like super, it was cringe to watch, even back then, I thought.
Wow,
Yeah,
I could
was
not.
rewatching it too, and I was like, did they re-edit this for TV or something? Because it was like terribly edited and just a whole. I was like, this is bad. Like, I think this is a bad movie. Like, maybe I don't know. Maybe this is the
So
cable
it
version.
is
but-
interesting. FX plays that movie constantly,
Uh-huh.
and they have edited it down.
So that might be it.
Yes, the TV edit that they play, and I think they really only play it on FX, is bad.
Okay.
Also, I'm apparently, Zax, you and I could not disagree more on this.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin is maybe my favorite superhero villain ever, and I will include Heath Ledger's Joker in that.
What the fuck?
Willem Dafoe is crazy.
Yes, he is.
He gives crazy vibes, and I really liked that about like.
He looks so ridiculous.
Will, have you ever seen Antichrist with him in it?
I have
God,
not.
That's such a weird movie.
You should.
I
Go
don't
in blind.
recommend it.
Don't even. No.
Raw dog it.
What is it called?
Yeah, raw dog it.
Antichrist.
Antichrist. Just go in.
my
Don't
God.
even look at it. Seriously, go in
So-
blind. Don't
I
watch
really
the trailer,
can't co-sign
nothing.
that recommendation from Nadia.
Don't.
It's like
Go
2.5
in
hours long, and it's really twisted and weird.
Okay.
He would have been a great Joker, and I know, like, he's a great actor. This is not great acting. This is not.
Outfit, like what?
It's cringy.
I don't
It's a
care for the Sam Raimi
superhero
Spider-Man.
movie.
Yeah, it's an adaptation. I mean, it's what it looks like in the comics. I understand your point, though. A lot of times when they do that, it's like, oh, this is corny in real life.
Yeah, and when they're having their big face off, it's just like there's no emoting from this. It's not possible, and it could have been any other language. He probably wasn't even on set that day.
I actually kind of think he wasn't, because the physicality of the Green Goblin is different than Willem Dafoe.
Yeah,
definitely.
It loses something. Like, I think there's a much better.
Amazing Spider-Man's better.
Okay,
It's not, but
Is that the first one?
That's the
Look,
Andrew Garfield.
I can go
Oh my
a
God,
lot
the
of
Andrew
ways
Garfield ones?
to accept.
Andrew Garfield
getting-
makes a better Spider-Man.
Kitty knows.
Wow.
I can go a long ways to
Scoob?
accepting Emma Stone into a movie. I'm not willing to accept 35-year-old Emma Stone as a senior in high school.
I'm not talking about Emma Stone. I'm talking about Andrew Garfield.
Make the poll. All
Those
right.
movies are
don't know.
famously bad. I'm surprised that.
I think
Hot
they're.
take.
I don't know. I think they're better, but that's my hot opinion for the night, I guess.
Yeah, so this is your big showdown. How dramatic. It really is. Like, it's Power Rangers. That's what it is.
It is.
I'm fine with this. He's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Good night, Gary. I did send you a link.
no, this is Willem Dafoe totally as the guy who's acting, Norman Osborn, totally has me convinced that Norman Osborn would drag Tobey Maguire up on top of a skyscraper and try and kill him with a glider. Like, no issues with this.
Yeah, I never had an issue with it, and I was a big Spider-Man comic fan as a kid. So when I saw it, it came out when I was in high school. I thought it was phenomenal. I haven't watched it in years because I'm almost like afraid that I'm not gonna like it, because I caught like part of Spider-Man 2, and I was like, this stinks. Like, this gets praised so high. This is bad.
You're wrong.
Kristen Dunst's titties are out in this movie.
It doesn't hold up.
Now we're talking.
It doesn't hold up.
I did, Zax. I
Gibby
did have a
has
bunch
some
of.
feelings on this. Like, she's.
So I think that's a better villain. You can see what he's doing. Doc Ock does also carry him to the top of a building, but just does it differently, more efficiently. And he has a motivation that sort of makes sense. So
no,
I heard this great like criticism from the series pitch meeting, and it's like, what does he want to do with the zoo? He's like, oh, he wants to make like renewable energy, and then like once the things take over, it's like, what do they want to do? It's like, well, they want to make renewable energy too, but like in an evil way.
Good night, Gary.
So stupid.
All right. So you had some stuff, Matt. Take us.
I just had a list of like a few movies that I wanted to, because we're talking like best and worst sequels. So I had a few that I thought were, because I think it's hard now because we get so much more reviews and information on movies that it's kind of like easier to avoid them. But there were a few back in the day that I saw that were like blindsidingly bad. And the first one that I really remember was Men in Black 2. Did you guys ever see that?
Yeah, Men in Black 2 had the model, the Victoria's Secret model is the villain.
Yeah, but it was like half the movie was like a clip show of the original. Like, it was just like callbacks and references. It was awful. Like I
I don't remember
being
it at all. So
shockingly
So in the first one, he has to get K. In the beginning, he has to get K back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got to get him. He finds him. He has to get him his memory. And
in the first one.
No, in the second one.
Second one, yeah. I don't even remember. I just remember being blindsided. It was like it was half the movie was callbacks and like clips from the original movie. It was just the most lazy, terrible, flat, ugly sequel I've ever seen at the time.
See, I thought it was almost fun in a way because K got J up to speed on being a Men in Black,
Mm-hmm.
and then K retired, got his memory wiped, and then Jay had to find him, get K his memory back. It was almost the teacher has become the master kind of thing. So I will agree with you. This is not a masterpiece of a film in any way, but it's not Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like Jamie Foxx isn't in Timber or
wait, would the teeth come together because of the electricity?
Yes. Yes.
Well, and I had another one. I had one for Nadia, actually.
Oh.
This was a movie I saw when I was in high school as well, and I loved it. It was a slasher film that me and my buddy found, Men in Black. But we saw the original Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Did you know there's a sequel to that?
No.
It's horrible. It's so bad. It's once again, they just do clips of the original movie in a brand new movie, and then it's like, oh, it's the little brother's now the killer. It's appalling. It's like so bad. Me and my friend were so pumped there was a second one. We're like, yes. And it was abominable. It was I think back then with sequels, they're just like, oh, we'll just slap the name on anything and people will come pay to see it.
They definitely do think that. There's like 4 of them at least I'm seeing here.
Are there really? I didn't even know there were more. I only saw
There's
the second
multiple,
one.
it looks like.
I was disillusioned. You know, I became a man that day. I was like, oh, the world's not everything it seems.
So,
you know? People lie.
Yeah, they do.
And then the last terrible movie was Heavy Metal 2000.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, I never saw that one.
I've never seen the first one.
The first one's great.
Oh,
Still
Heavy
great.
Metal is a classic.
Awesome. Definitely recommend smoking a little weed before it, but it rules. But Heavy Metal 2000's unwatchable. It's fan fiction, completely misguided, has none of the magic of the original. It's just, once again, cash grab. Oh, it's 2000. We'll just do that. Really lazy, really awful.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cover here too. It's,
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Jesus.
Is that a dude? That's got to be a dude.
Like it could be in the new He-Man show.
They don't have dudes in the new He-Man show.
Oh,
yeah, true. That's facts.
They don't have any chicks either.
Right.
That's a little bit better. The first
That
one is
I think
awesome.
is the comic book, though. I think that's the comic book. 'Cause there was a Heavy Metal 2000 comic book, which the art was pretty sick, but the movie is appalling.
Ghost in the Shell too. That's another one that they chat. What else, chat? Tell us some of the worst sequels, and it can be a number 4, 3. It doesn't have to be number 2, but it's also this one, Independence Day Resurgence. Remember that?
It didn't need a sequel, guys. Stop.
Independent harder.
Is this the one that had a bunch of Chinese propaganda in it?
They were a bigger part of it. Yeah.
I've never seen the first one.
You know,
drink.
Nadia. God damn.
We should
It's
do a
sci-fi. It's
drinking game.
aliens, man.
I'm trying to think. Like, Wrath of Khan is one that jumps out to me as a real good sequel.
Yeah, that was good.
I think one that's better than the original is The Road Warrior.
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely better than the first one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Goober in the chat, Pacific Rim Job.
No, we do not need it. We do not need a sequel to Gladiator.
So as much as we don't need this sequel to Gladiator, and I love history, but I've never looked into mustaches through history, and I don't know if they had if the Romans had that sort of cheesy Mexican mustache back then that Pedro is sporting throughout the entire movie. So that'll be interesting to see if they do something with that. Yeah. But this is the movie that didn't get made. By Nick Cave wrote this script. You can find the script online, but he was in talks with it, and I think it might have been Russell Crowe that shut it down. But yeah, so they're talking about this year, but
That's hilarious.
yeah, it doesn't. So they're even saying here it doesn't create up for a sequel, obviously. Leaves no unanswered questions, nothing unresolved. So he's thinking outside the box. And
Well, the first one was. He's absolutely right. I don't know why this would need a sequel to begin with. And the popcorn bucket looks stupid too.
It looks like an F.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
So this is the pitch. It's Maximus wakes up in the afterlife. To his disappointment, it's not Elysium with his family. It's an endless rain-sodden netherworld where wretched refugees huddle on the shores of a black ocean. With the help of a ghostly guide, Mordecai, Maximus treks to a ruined temple where he meets Jupiter, Mars, and 5 other diseased and decrepit Roman deities. Jupiter explains that one of their number, Hephaestus, has betrayed them and now preaching the gospel of another god who is more powerful than all of them. Just to quibble for a moment, Hephaestus is a Greek god, not a Roman one, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Nick Cave should really have named him Vulcan, but the screenplay compensates for this slip with some writing to relish. So
am I weird to think that sounds awesome?
It may be better than the one we're getting.
Yes.
As an introduction to like a God of War game, like
Hell yeah.
yeah, print it, set it up.
There was a Netflix show that was like, it was called Olympus or something, and it was about like the gods and all that. And I remember it being sick. Like, if this isn't a continuation of Gladiator, this story sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, Falbo, you weirdo.
Speaking of the Gladiator 2 thing,
yeah.
You guys have both watched some NFL this season.
Yep.
The Pepsi commercial.
Oh yeah, the remade Pepsi commercial that was like the original one from like 2000 with like Britney Spears and like
I don't know that
shit.
one.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it was like a really famous Super Bowl commercial, like big budget kind of thing. It was a thing, and they redid it, except it's just all like
Cardi B and
it's nasty.
I don't know the names of the collection of goobers they have in this, but it makes me not want to see the movie.
Wait,
it's not a movie. No, I don't think it's a movie. It's like
so a while back for the first one, they had a famous commercial with a bunch of the pop stars of the day.
Yeah.
And it was a cross promotional advertisement for both Pepsi and the first Gladiator film.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know it was for Gladiator.
Yes, and
odd marketing.
And then for Gladiator 2, they've remade the famous commercial.
I never knew the Gladiator connection. That's so
with
weird.
like Cardi B. It's terrible.
Weird because like
that
in the original one, I think the women were like in the stands.
Oh,
that sounds kind of awesome, like in a cringe way.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, Dempsey, good call with the Matrix sequels, dude. I saw it once again. I saw Matrix 2 on some list of best sequels. I'm like, what? What's wrong with you? Those movies are awful.
Oh, I like the second one.
Really?
Yes, it's not better than the first one, but there's some cool stuff in it, like the ghost
There's some cool
guys.
stuff. Those are cool.
The soundtrack is good.
But where they fight like the 75,000 Agent Smiths and stuff, and the terrible CGI and all the boring philosophical stuff. And is that the one where he's at the train station or whatever? And
I remember this
Keymaster?
commercial. Will,
yeah,
I remember it. Yeah.
All right, what is the?
Oh, hold on. I'll show this commercial. But you guys, what happens? He earns his way back by finding Hephaestus. He comes back to life. And 20 years down the road, and his son, who was crucified and burned, is actually alive all along. Yes, and he goes and finds his son, and the villain is then Lucius from the first movie. It turns out.
Ew.
Yeah,
that's okay. Once you tie it back into the movie, that's horrible.
I mean, it's a bit rough.
If it was its own thing, if it was just like some random soldier who died gloriously in battle and thought he was going to Elysium, and then this is the story, then he's got to go help the gods and do it. That sounds rad. I would watch the hell out of that.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, and so Russell Crowe didn't want to do it.
Good call, Russell.
Anytime
instead he's making. Oh, go ahead, Will.
Well, I mean, anytime you can get a terrible spin-off idea written by the guy who did X-Men Origins Wolverine, how do you turn that down? I mean, that's a once in a million opportunity.
It's like when Daniel Day-Lewis decides to act. You can't miss out.
Hey,
In the last year, Kurt Russell has been in not one, not two, but 3 movies about popes and exorcisms. Because there was Russell Crowe. Sorry, he was in The Exorcist, a Pope's Exorcist. Then he was on a movie that came out a couple weeks ago or a month ago about being on a possession movie, and then obviously somebody gets possessed and stuff. And then Pope's Exorcist got a sequel, which is in the works as well too.
He's also played Noah.
Yeah,
that movie was so weird.
Yeah, that was so weird. Like totally weirdness.
Am I the only one that says anything to stop Russell Crowe from being in any movie that he sings? I'm a fan of.
Oh my God, Les Miserables. Oh,
so
it was
bad.
Les Miserable every time he was on the screen.
Shut up.
I have not seen that one, so it's all good.
Same.
Okay,
I don't
good.
like musicals, really.
I dodged that
Hugh
one.
Jackman's in it. It's great, except for when
Hugh Jackman is
Russell
fun.
Crowe tries to sing. That's all.
Russell Crowe is such a bad singer that they literally tell him don't sing. Just kind of like
mouth the words.
Speak with something approaching rhythm.
There's a great I think it's behind the scenes or commentary track from the South Park guys, and I think like the reason they did that whole fighting around the world episode was because like they met him and hung out with him, and they're like, and he played us his album, and like Russell Crowe's a terrific actor. He's a terrific actor, and it was like before it was like widely known how shitty he was, and I guess they just he didn't have a sense of humor about it, so that's why they made that whole episode.
Well, he has a band.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, he has a
Talk about
band.
it on Rogan. Yeah, he's got a band.
It's like called like 30 odd feet of grunts or something like that. It doesn't make any sense, whatever the title of his band is.
Jared Leto has a band too.
His band is pretty good.
Jared Leto has a cult.
Yeah, he does.
I've met him in person.
He does have a cult. I worked his cult event.
I will not take any 30 Seconds to Mars slander here.
Oh,
Okay.
that band
He was nice to me.
sucks.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That band sucks so much.
I like the band.
That video where he's like on the hills of LA, it is just the most like it's so cringe. It
Let
makes my skin
adolescent
crawl.
Nadia live, all right?
Oh my god, 30 Seconds to Mars sucks.
It's funny. I saw one of their first shows, and there was like not that many people, and me and my friend were there watching it, and he came up to us and thanked us for coming to his show. I thought that was really cool. Like, he was
pretty
very
cool.
nice to us. I was like, okay, cool. I met
One
some
of my-
actual celebrities, and so no.
One of my good friends had like a religious experience and did a whole short film based off like
Ooh.
their music.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, was it like a demon possession or what kind of religious experience was
Just
it?
weirdness.
There's a religious experience right there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's a
Are you
hottie.
guys have you guys watching this? Are you guys
Oh,
Lord
yeah.
and Lady
Oh,
B?
yeah.
You guys watching Penguin?
I watched the first
I
one
tapped out.
or the first episode, and I liked it. It's like you know how we were saying that the Joker is just Taxi Driver.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Penguin is just The Sopranos,
Right.
which I'm fine with. Like if we're just gonna do classic movies with random ass comic book characters thrown in, like
Yeah.
cool.
That was my thought. I think I said that like after the first episode. I was like, it is amazing. It's one of the best shows I've seen in years. But it is a superhero movie, right? Like he's gonna fight Batman or something at some point. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
this
know,
is-
like, where's Batman? Like, I don't get, like, it's funny that there's been so many properties, like, in the Batman universe where Batman just isn't a part of it. Like, the Joker
Yeah.
movies, like, this.
Yeah, it's like the way
mean-
Gallagher franchised out Gallagher too. It's just like, I don't do that, but they're doing it, you know?
Yeah, it's
Like,
weird.
You mean
take the-
Batman? That's what you mean. the
Oh.
Batman.
Sad. I don't want sad Batman.
You're
I'm
not
sorry.
you're not wrong. Fucking 3.5 hours Batman movie where fucking
Batman
nothing
overall, man, comics included. Batman's overrated.
Wow.
happens. Okay, there's a difference between Batman is overrated and Batman is meh.
Both. Batman
Both,
is meh
yeah.
and overrated.
I agree.
Batman is overrated. Batman is not meh.
She hates Batman. She hates aliens. Like, look,
Jesus fucking Christ.
she hasn't watched
She hates
either
the
Top
tiny
Gun.
hat people.
Yes, I mean,
I am I the only one that really hopes that with this Penguin show they do like 5.5 brilliant episodes of a mob movie, and then just Batman comes in and completely shatters their plot, and just everybody goes to jail, and they don't even make episode 7 and 8.
it's like Lofty never
Batman's
left.
not. Batman's
it
not
is.
supposed to be in the Penguin anyway. They've already said it.
She hates T2. Also true.
You know what? I hate all your movies. How about
She'd
that?
be walking
Every
on
single
thin
fucking
ice.
movie you love.
She's worse than me.
Oh, not it's not even close. Not close. But if you want to subscribe to her, I'm gonna put her links in the comments. There you go. Either she has 2 channels, they're both there, Horror with Nads and Inside All Day. We cover Penguin on her channel on Inside All Day, and she covers it like pretty close after, so you kind of have to stay up late to watch the most recent episode, or you're behind.
On Monday nights. Yeah. Monday nights we cover Penguin on Inside All Day. Friday nights we cover From on Horror.
Yeah.
Doesn't Penguin come out on Friday?
Sunday nights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that's not as nice as the other ones, I guess, really. But this is from Blade 2. I like how they changed the way that the vampires in this worked, and it was Guillermo del Toro, who's not bad at making horror stuff.
Oh,
It's very much the Strain, which I believe he had a hand in as well.
Yep.
Very much
Guillermo
the
del
same kind of
Toro's
design.
Horror movies are so insane.
I'm very nervous about his Frankenstein movie because it's going straight to
yeah.
Netflix, and Netflix is producing it.
Right.
But I hope. I love all the stuff he's done. He's one of my favorite directors.
Me too.
Matt, other ones you want, other sequels, Matt, you want
Shut up,
to
Will.
bring up?
No, I was laughing at the comment below that this is Jay Godwin on fentanyl.
The only other one that I could think of that like wouldn't be like an obvious one to bring up like necessarily would be like the second Conan movie.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, with Grace Jones. Oh my god, she's so hot in that.
Yeah,
I have
but
seen the first
movie
one.
Sucks.
Nice.
Like, it's like they're just like riding it's like only the walking parts of Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's just so much riding around on horses and really bad costumes.
Awesome.
It's way cornier. And
I
it's
just started
such a
reading
departure.
the books, and I like the original movies because they're like it's got the like campiness. It's
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, Conan the Barbarian, I love that movie. I think it's a phenomenal movie. R.I.P. James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I love the Barbarian movie. Destroyer, I always thought was weak, but there's like this weird thing that's happened since then where people are like saying, no, it's actually the better movie.
Wow.
And I guess maybe because Wilt Chamberlain is in it. I don't get it myself
Maybe it
personally.
deserves a rewatch.
Let me
but I
watch
never
the
just-
second one, and I will tell you because I've seen the first one, and I will watch the second one, and I will tell you which one is the better one.
Oh God.
Nadia will be the
Okay.
final word. She'll come back
yes.
here being like, actually, Barbarian
The
sucks.
authority.
Destroyer is the real movie.
Destroyer, yeah. But I do have a clip from Conan, so I'll play that because it's on topic.
Hell yeah. That
He invented Wakanda forever.
Oh man, cultural appropriation.
Thank you, Shieldwall. And Shieldwall knows mostly everything. John Carter also. Yeah, I thought John Carter was great. I really enjoyed that one.
That was a fun movie. I like that too.
John Carter was a solid movie.
It got buried pretty hard, and that's how it ended up with Star Wars, or Disney Star Wars, I believe is the story.
It did get buried pretty hard, but
Yeah. What is
Terminator
Nadia's take on
2 is a
RoboCop?
great movie.
Nadia does not like RoboCop.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I saw it as a double feature with Demolition Man, and I like Demolition Man better.
All right. I mean, I was gonna say if you don't like both those movies, I was like, I gotta go.
I was gonna say Demolition Man is also a great movie.
That's awesome. I love that movie.
I have to see Judge Dredd, and
Yes.
there's
Wait, which
another
one?
one I can't remember.
Stallone or Carl Urban?
So everybody tells me to watch Urban, but
Yeah.
my husband's like, no, we're gonna watch both because he likes the Stallone one better.
Oof. Hot
Okay.
take.
You know,
A lot of
we're-
Rob Schneider in that movie.
Yeah, a lot of and we know
True.
how she feels about those people.
Oh wait, sorry. When you said the Demolition Man, I was thinking of the Running Man. I thought that's what
I
you were
have
talking
seen The Running Man too. I saw that as well.
That does rule.
The
Running Man was okay. It was okay. I think it was okay. I mean, like it was alright. I'm curious to see how the remake that they're is it
Yeah, starring
Edgar
Hanson
Wright?
Yes.
Yeah.
Olivia DeBow, that was a different thing. So yeah, I can get that. I could get that. I wish I could get that. Never. Anyway, we're
Probably
talking
got
about
it
something
now.
else. Sub to Matt too. He is so. In the description is his channel, his Twitter. Also, Nadia's both her channels and her Twitter. So follow her on Twitter and then complain about her takes. And
Wait. Vote for me. Vote for me. Here, I'll put it in the private link.
Oh, that's
Vote
right.
for me,
Yeah.
Please. On my Twitter, I'm having a giveaway for $25 AMC gift card. So there's a bunch of rules, but at least vote for me for this, please.
And Kitty, I didn't know you're watching from.
Kitty, if you have time Friday nights, you can join us.
She's
You just have to pass the Boosh test.
Here you go. There, go vote for Nadia. It's free, and yeah, she deserves it. So go vote for her right now, but not right now. But like, open a separate window and maybe go do that. That'd be all right. Also, Nadia, do you have a playlist for people to help you get your hours?
Yes, I have a playlist called Big Ol' Playlist. So go ahead and just put that in the background. Just put it in the background. You'll love seeing my face. Go put it on the background.
Do it. She needs her hours. She's got her 500 subs now. Just needs the hours.
I'm halfway through. I'm almost there. So
help Nadia finish. That's
there. Okay.
That's my goal. I want to help Nadia finish. And
I also have.
We're gonna play this with the sound off. I don't want to get taken down.
Good call.
I also.
So this is the original.
Oh yeah, this is the original Pepsi commercial. This is like a big old Super Bowl commercial.
I don't know if I remember this.
Matt, I'm about to blow your mind. I also have to see Scarface. I saw Blade Runner already.
I love Scarface. It's awesome.
James Bond, Full Metal Jacket, Weird Science, Escape from New York and LA, Beverly Hills Cop, Total Recall.
Did you just get here? Are you like Brendan Fraser in Blast from the Past? Like you just came out of a bomb shelter?
Oh, Casino is the other one I was told.
Oh my god, that's one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah. Let's take this a different track. What movies have you seen?
Yeah, there you go.
A lot of movies.
Yeah, Dread, the urban one is better. There's no question about that. It's tonally too. It's more of a Dread thing. It's hard for like.
Oh, Platoon.
I just watched that the other day. Phenomenal. Ooh, there's a documentary about the making on that on Amazon I want to watch.
Nice.
There's no Platoon 2.
Platooner.
Okay. This is the old one or the new one?
Yeah, this is the old one. It's like it's all the hot pop stars like Beyonce and like Britney Spears and I was
Pink.
I do not remember this.
No, me neither.
I don't think.
Britney Spears. Enrique Iglesias.
I'm shocked that Beyonce's husband fucks Diddy instead of her.
Well, do you know the Taylor Swift Beyonce conspiracy theory?
What?
No.
So every time a somebody beats Beyonce at one of the like musical, Lizzo does it. You can go back. Lady Gaga does it. And the reason why Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift that one year was Taylor Swift wasn't in the known that you're supposed to basically like worship Beyonce and was basically saving her from the wrath of Beyonce.
Really?
To be like, hey, thank you to be. Yeah, if you go back, every single woman who's won a music award, who's in Beyonce's circle, has always been like, and to be like, spends most of their speech thanking her. So
that's creepy.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
There was cringe. Yeah, there was cringe there too in the odds.
There's so much cringe.
There was cringe.
Oh yeah.
There was also Coyote Ugly.
I was gonna say, isn't this basically Coyote Ugly in commercial form?
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I have both of them.
Okay. Puppet Master.
You've seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids too, but not Casino.
I actually remember the theater and how old I was when I went to go see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids too. So yeah.
Have you seen Goodfellas?
No, that's on the list as well. I just saw Clue for the first time.
Clueless?
I've seen Clueless. I have to see Seven Samurai as well.
Oh wow,
that is really
those
good.
are like real cinema.
I have a feeling I'm just not gonna like Rocky, and I also have to watch James Bond.
Rocky annoy me. Oh my god, that movie. It's like retarded.
The only James
That's
Bond.
the whole point.
I know.
That's the only one. So
Oh,
Untouchables. I don't know. I know Untouchables is controversy, I think. But I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it is on the list to watch.
I've heard Untouchables has aged really poorly. I have not seen it.
Or Unusual Suspects is the other one.
I think Usual Suspects is overrated.
Or Usual.
I've always thought
I have
that.
no idea about it.
It always felt like a B movie to me that was getting too much praise because of the ending.
I don't think you can watch it anymore.
Oh, right. You're not allowed.
Yeah.
The director and the star.
Yeah, it's
Can't
too
touch
much.
that one.
That's too much. So this, I mean, I don't hate this.
No, I mean, they all in their prime.
Can you imagine trying to explain to like a 14-year-old now that this is what commercials used to be like?
Oh fuck! No.
They wouldn't believe you. They'd be like, "What is this?"
Yeah. No, this is why you don't get up. Well, you do get up, but you don't leave the room.
This is so lame. Like I can't imagine like this would like. Does this align with the Gladiator movie in any way whatsoever?
I don't know if it was like a cross
For
promotion.
two, it does.
It was just like Gladiator's a hot movie, and we're gonna tap into that feeling.
Maybe that's it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the new one is
The acting is on point.
This aligns with the new one.
Oh, does it?
this is
feel-
this is the old one. This came out in 2004.
No. I
you're
understand
saying this?
the marketing of this aligns with what we're getting with the second one, with how bad the trailers have been.
Oh, you
and
have no
revved.
idea. You have
this
no
is
idea.
2004.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so that's like 4 years after Gladiator came out.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think Gladiator's a 2000 film.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're just kind of emulating like the style.
Yeah, it
of
was
the
in a,
vibe
like-
of it. But the new one that I think Zax is going to play next is intentional cross promotional.
Oof, that's cringe.
Need a link for that one.
Did I not send it to you?
I have
you
seen
did.
all the
Oh,
Puppet
you
Masters,
did.
Bobby. All of them.
I got it.
That is a
Oh
wild
my-
set of priorities you have,
jeez.
Nadia. Not gonna get to Scorsese, no Casino, no Goodfellas, but Puppet Master 7, let's go.
My mom was really big into horror movies, so that's where my love of it was. So.
Red Letter Media, I think, just did a whole Puppet Master retrospective, actually.
Same guy who did the puppets for that also did the.
Is that Travis Kelce?
No.
Yes. I'm so sick of the Kelsey brothers. Oh my god, and
I
Patrick Mahomes. I hate them so much. Ah.
Shield. I've also seen the Wishmaster as well.
Sorry.
Okay.
Feelings.
What are you sorry? Okay, so these
My
guys are
stupid
going to now.
husband got me into fantasy football, and now I'm kind of a beast with watching.
I
them.
honestly would
bet.
not be able to pick Megan Thee Stallion out of a lineup. I have no idea.
She's
That's
nasty.
her?
Usually can because her ass is hanging out of something, or you can see her like lady parts. Or
I like her. I don't know, Lady B. She's really into adding anime stuff into her music, and I'm here for it. So
she's nasty.
Was she the one that admitted to drugging and raping guys? Or was
No,
that was Cardi B.
That was Cardi B.
Cardi B.
She's celebrated for that.
Yas Queen.
Am I the only one that thinks they're the
Slay.
same person?
Kind of.
I don't.
And
if
I'm
you
the
interchange
racist.
them- Well, I just feel
I'm
like
the-
if Cardi B did a Megan Thee Stallion song and Megan did a Cardi B song, would anyone be like,
Isn't
that's
it
not your
WAP?
sound?
Like that's their song. That's their song, right? They did WAP together.
No, wasn't. Oh, was it? Or I thought that was. Oh shit, I don't even know. Maybe it is.
It's gross. It's disgusting. I don't want to ever like.
I have
Get
to
that
watch
wet ass keyword. My favorite thing is Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro. That's the best part about that, honestly.
Yeah.
I still owe my subscribers Evil Bong watch party because I hit 420, and it's the same guy who designed the Evil Bong puppets is the same guy who does the Puppet Master puppets. So
nice.
I'll figure that out soon.
Do you know that guy?
But I know somebody that does know him, so I've been trying to get an interview with him. So we'll see.
What is the Evil Bong?
Evil Bong. It's an evil bong.
Is that the name of the movie or is it? Just...
Yeah, Evil Bong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like if you like light the bong, you get possessed by a demon or something?
No, the bong itself is a puppet.
How can a bong... Am I
Listen,
thinking about
don't
this
think
too
of-
much?
You are
Yes.
way
Okay.
too much. 23 hours to go and 4 more rounds after this. Also, I wanted to say something about this. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody's vote for this, and you can vote for free once every 24 hours. If you do want to donate votes, it does go to a great charity. If you scroll down, Zax, it goes to the children's, I think it's Starlight charity. Yeah, the Starlight Children Foundation. They do an awesome job with kids that are sick, and they have like people who dress up and go to it's a really great charity. I looked into it. So if you do want to donate, your money is going somewhere very good. So
that's awesome.
But free votes are great too.
Nadia, this is going to sound like a stupid question, but if I wanted to get into the Evil Bong franchise, do I start with Evil Bong 420, Evil Bong 666, or Gingerbread Man versus the Evil Bong?
Whichever came first, because I haven't seen them.
Oh.
I have never seen them.
Oh, okay.
I just promised to my subscribers that when I hit 420 subs, I was going to do an Evil Bong watch party. So I'm setting up a Discord so we can watch it together.
Wait, so is Evil Bong and the Ginger Dead universe crossover?
Yes.
Okay, I actually know a girl who did props on one of those Ginger Dead Man movies.
That's awesome. Hook me up, Matt, if you can.
fact.
I would
All right.
love to interview her.
All right, if she'll do it, I don't know. She's not an on-air personality.
Okay.
Oh, she can have a avatar. It's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask her.
And then, so guys, before we go around here and wrap up, but we have got Lady Balefire in the chat here. All of our guests, their links are in the description, so you can find them anywhere on that. And Alex also has a channel, which Lady B is a part of. Alex/Will/ whatever he calls himself today, which is fine. He could change his name, his gender, whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Sub to both of them. Let's get Will over 1K. It's about time.
Let's go.
It's about
I know.
time.
You know what I'm thinking? I don't know if any of you guys have read this or listened to it. I highly recommend listening to it, but we're really onto like Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's great.
I've heard that's great.
It's so good. It's like, listen to the audiobook. I think it would give me AIDS if I read it, because I just the guy who does the like reading of the book is phenomenal. He does all the voices different. He does all the women's voices too, which surprised me. And their stories are short. They're exciting. They're funny. They get down to the point, but there's also some like really nice themes in there too. So it's not just a bunch of stupid action, but it's basically like there's a normal guy goes out to get his ex-girlfriend's cat when she jumps out the window. And then when he's outside in his biker jacket and boxers and some pink Crocs of his ex-girlfriend's, and he's trying to get the cat down out of the tree, and there's a calamity and all of the buildings and everything disappear. And then he hears a voice and says, hey, if you guys want to survive, like go down these like magic entrances and be a part of this dungeon crawl game.
Okay.
And so it starts, and it's
And
pretty
I think,
fun.
like, the book is supposed to be done in the style of like RPG mechanics, where you like level up and get new abilities and stuff.
Yes.
But they don't spend horrible times like talking about mechanics. I've seen some people write lit RPG and it's kind of awful, and this is not awful. It's very like,
I've heard
okay.
it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's a radio play. Essentially.
Yeah, it's like the way when you listen to it, it's just very entertaining, and yeah, there's some good sound effects, but not too much that it's annoying. But yeah.
This glider list is pretty good at the top, really.
Right? It's actually
Yeah.
not a terrible list. That's why that Last Jedi is like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, so hopefully if I can get more people in our chat to listen to it, we can do a stream about it. But I'm on book 4 out of 7?
7 comes out in December.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Awesome. Matt, what's going on with you?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I got the MFR podcast, which I do every single Monday night at 8 Central. So come on over there. I try to talk about, it's usually split between entertainment, whatever cool show or whatever hot story. Like I talked for, I don't know, about a half hour about the Joker flop and all the responses and stuff this past week. And then I'll usually try to do some kind of joke at the expense of politicians. Some kind of coverage to laugh at that. Like I was talking about, it does kind of appear like Biden is actually actively trying to undermine Kamala's run.
He's starting his dark Brandon arc.
Yeah.
Dark Brandon, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I was like, when I heard that, I was like, okay, probably not. But then I saw 2 stories in the same day where I was like, oh my God, I think he is. Like, this is hilarious. So that's the type of stuff you can get on the MFR podcast.
When that guy put the MAGA hat on him, like something in his head flipped.
Right? It's like, it's hard to tell, is this calculated or is it just the dementia? It's hard to, I can't sift through it all.
So
I don't think
all
it's
I'm going to say is Joe Biden has done 2 White House press briefings in his entire reign as president, and they both happen to align with Kamala Harris's two biggest interviews. I find that fascinating.
She stole the nomination. Like literally, she stole it. I can't believe people aren't talking about that more. There was like the nomination process was completely messed up. And Matt, can I play your video? You
Yeah,
care?
sure.
This is Matt's acting. So
You're gonna get copyrighted so hard.
that's okay. I'll take it. He doesn't just do streams. He does sketches because he's an actor, for fuck's sake.
We like our trucks American, just like we like our consumers American, just like you like our trucks American. Texas, America, not gay. Ford Motor Company. That was a big misunderstanding. We're sorry. We are really, really sorry. Please don't, that whole thing, we saw what happened with Bud Light. We didn't like it. It looked really bad. And then we remember we put out a gay truck too. It's what they told us to do. We didn't know. We're really sorry. Because for Texas, America, Ford, what is it? It's America. Ford trucks, built Ford tough and not gay. Definitely not gay. We're not gay. We're just not. It's not what we do here at Ford. We don't do that. Whole other company. Don't look into that thing. That wasn't us. Not us, okay? All right? That was a whole other company. We hired some marketing executives. We didn't know who they were. These mistakes happen. Here at Ford, we know what a woman is, and we know who you are, the American male consumer. That's why we're here in Texas to pander to you, to market, to tell you all about the F-150 and all the new features.
You sound dead ass
Back
like
window,
Matt Walsh when you
vanity
say
plate,
we know the woman
Trump
is.
2024, right there in the back of the cab. On the side, they stole the 2020 election. Bumper sticker. This car runs on liberal tears. Right in the driver's seat, gun holster. That's right, Ford F-150. We are here for America. Here at the Ford Motor Company, we got a saying. We're not gay. Please don't Bud Light us. Please don't. Please. We're really trying. Really hard. We don't know what we're doing. Please don't do this. We like you. You like us. We're American. American company. Texas. Texas. Come on. Can you get more American? Ford Texas America. That's what we are. That's what we're doing here. We believe in that. We really do. Please don't look into that Raptor. Some other guy. It was a chick. Honestly, it was a woman. She got involved. We didn't mean to let that happen, but it happened. We won't happen again. Ford, built Ford tough and not gay at all. I mean, some people are gay, but we don't let them talk. So with all the trends, with all the rage in marketing at the time, what are we supposed to do? We didn't know. Okay, we probably knew. We should have known, really. But hey, America now. That's what we do. American trucks. Trucks for American men. That's what we are into. Okay. Here at Ford, we know you're an American. That's how we are.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Unironically, that may actually have been less on the nose than the Budweiser Super Bowl commercial that they put out immediately after that.
That's what I saw. I saw these ads where I was just like, Jesus,
What?
take it easy, man. All right, you're not that company. That Bud Light thing fucked up corporate America good. They were not expecting that.
And there's a lot more like that on this channel, so I just put the link directly to that video if you want in the chat. And you have 3 downvotes on that, which is just haters.
That's how it is. Everything you put out, someone's gonna hate.
Texas.
What's up, Jacob?
I'm thinking. I have a conspiracy theory going. Who's in Texas? Josh.
Josh is in Texas, and he's gay.
I love Josh. Yeah, Josh is great. He's a friend of this channel.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Yay. Happy birthday, Josh. Wherever you are.
Nadia, anything else that you want to put out there other than your bad takes?
And your anti-Semitism.
I am not.
We're comfortable with one of those.
In public, I am not an anti-Semite.
In public,
yeah. I got stuff coming. I don't know. I'm seeing Terrifier 2 and 3 tomorrow. So that's going to be my life. Oh, Friday before the From stream, Vex, Leon, and I and Enzo are going to be doing a Terrifier stream to talk about the new movie because we'll all see it by tomorrow. So
cool.
Nice.
There you go. And you've turned your Tuesday video into a live stream, which I thought worked. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it seems like everybody wants me to just live stream it instead of dumping it as I recorded. So moving forward, I will live stream Horror Tuesday, as long as I can. Like if I go on vacation, I'll probably just dump a recorded video. But yeah,
when you say dump it, you make it sound so appealing.
I know, right? Sorry, I'm tired.
So curated.
Yeah. When I want to dump that show. So here, all summoned up.
Subscribe to me for my bad takes. There we go.
Do it. And comment about her bad takes. She loves that. And
I do.
This link in the chat now, that's her playlist. She needs her watch hours. So right click on that right now, open new window, playlist, play all, and I'll put on a loop, and we will very much appreciate that. And otherwise, I'm going to be Circle of Jerks is back Saturday night. Last week we did an earlier show, and I don't know if people like that better or worse. Is that better?
Yes.
My old ass falls asleep.
Yeah.
I can't stay up late with you guys.
Yeah, people have been asking for that, and so it was a last minute thing, so I didn't get to promote it as earlier. But yeah, it show went really well. I thought it was fun, and so it might try to keep it as an earlier show.
If I am to be invited, it has to be early.
We've been beating up the East Coast people for a long time with that, where it's like we don't start till 12:30 their time, and that is pretty late. But yeah, and Kitty, yeah. I know your answer. It's late. I know it's early for you where you are. If we go earlier, so that's the only thing with her and From is that she lives in the sand dunes of
Not
Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Babe, why is there a black demon right there? Is that the chair?
I'm
it's
never
your
sure.
chair. Oh my gosh, that is wigging me out.
And I do promise Saturday night we're gonna have an original, never before seen Craig Boy Mental video.
Yes.
You guys are gonna get ready for that. It's gonna be fun Saturday. Thanks for watching, everybody. And thanks for the super chats, the memberships. You guys are awesome. Now, everyone on your feet, get ready. Pay respect to the trans people. Thanks for watching. We are out.
Respect to the trans community. And fuck you, transphobes.
Trans people are my friends. Transphobes gon' catch these hands. Trans people are my friends. So respect them, but we're going in. Trans people are my friends. Transphobes gon' catch these hands. Trans people are my friends. So respect them, but we're going in. Transphobes, show your fucking mouth. I'll knock you out. I'll knock you out. Transphobes, show your fucking mouth. I'll knock you out. You better watch out. Trans people are my friends. Transphobes gon' catch these hands. Trans people are my friends. So respect them, but we're going in.